Yes.
And the crowd mic was way
Yes.
too... Okay, you
I'm
were...
going to do it again today.
I figured,
Yeah, it took me half the interview to realize that the crowd mic was picking up the crowd, even though I had it covered. Yeah, so we'll do it again tonight. It's great up here because I can just stick it. You know, what I should do is plug this in.
It looks like you're getting stuff here, which is good.
Looking for a great place to buy a used truck or car? Check out Extreme Truck and Auto Center, located at 1098 O'Malley Drive in Coopersville. They have a huge selection of trucks, cars, vans, and SUVs. Stop by their lot or give them a call at 616-384-3777. You can check out their inventory at xtacenter.com.
Are you looking for a new career? Aetna Supply is hiring. Aetna Supply is Michigan's #1 plumber wholesaler, servicing local customers for over 50 years. They offer great benefits, a 401k with company match, quarterly bonuses, and no Sundays. Once again, check them out at aetnasupply.com/careers or click on their logo on the Michigan Sports Radio homepage. Michigan Hearing Experts sell and service several brands of hearing aids. Are you having trouble having a conversation or unable to hear the latest play of the game? We perform comprehensive hearing exams and use real ear measurements to ensure optimal functioning hearing aids for your unique needs. Our highly trained doctors of audiology are dedicated to helping you reconnect with your world. Visit MichiganHearingExperts.com to find a location near you and take the first step towards better hearing with Michigan Hearing Experts. Michigan Sports Academies offers quality youth sports in Grand Rapids, Holland, and Muskegon. With a wide variety of programming, MSA has something for new athletes who are just starting out to experienced athletes looking to take their game to the next level. Year-round programming is offered in basketball, lacrosse, soccer, and volleyball. Your athlete will love the quality of instruction from experienced coaches and state-of-the-art facilities conveniently located in Grand Rapids and along the lakeshore. Check us out at MichiganSportsAcademies.com. Time to have your vehicle repaired, you can trust the experienced team at Bob's Collision. Working with state-of-the-art technology, your vehicle will be repaired by highly trained craftsmen using the most modern and up-to-date equipment available. From minor dings to major collision repair, the team at the Bob's Collision Auto Repair Shop has the experience, knowledge, and equipment to expertly restore your vehicle to its pre-accident condition. Visit them online at bobscollision.com.
Well, hi again, everyone, and welcome to another exciting night of high school basketball. The curtain rises tonight on the home season for South Christian. We're live from South Christian High School for a doubleheader. It's the Holland Christian Maroons and the South Christian Sailors set to go for the girls' game here first at 6 o'clock, followed by the guys' game at 7:30. My name is Bob Sack. I'll have all the play-by-play for both games tonight, and alongside me is Curt Copeland, the guy who last time we were together, Curt, was at Breslin last year, and here we are again, and it seems like time just flies, doesn't it? Good to have you back.
Hey, appreciate the opportunity. Let's see if we can't recreate some magic that we had last year.
Well, two games tonight. Both should be very entertaining. Two games with teams that are long-time preseason, pre-conference combatants each and every year. And that will be the case tonight. Holland Christian girls come into the game 1-0 with an impressive win over East Grand Rapids. On Tuesday, South Christian as well 1-0 with a extremely commanding victory over Grand Rapids Christian on Tuesday night at Grand Rapids Christian. So those two teams will get together tonight. And then, of course, in the nightcap, it's the guys where the South Christian boys come in at 0-1 against a team from Holland Christian that is 2-1. But we'll talk much more about that game later on. For now, we'll take a break, and when we return, it's time for the starting lineups on MichiganSportsRadio.com.
Sporting You, we know the quality and service our customers are looking for, and we make sure we deliver. Whether it's uniforms, embroidered or screen printed apparel, promotional products, or a company web store, Sporting You has an experienced team, phenomenal suppliers, and in-house production to make it all happen seamlessly. You think it, we ink it. Our team is here to help your team stand out. Find out more at sportingu.com. That's sporting and the letter U.com.
The Grand Rapids Sports Hall of Fame celebrates the city's rich sports history by honoring prominent West Michigan athletes and those who have contributed greatly to sports on a local, state, or national level. A class is elected each year and then honored at an induction ceremony in the fall. They also prevent annual events in support of West Michigan athletics, and they raise funds to support local youth organizations and charities. Follow them on Facebook or check out the pictures and biographies of all 181 inductees at grshof.com.
Terrific rendition of our national anthem from Holly Barr tonight as we get you set for the first matchup between Holland Christian girls and the South Christian Lady Sailors. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Cherry Valley Concrete. For Holland Christian at a guard, it's Tegan Schoonveld, the senior. She's joined in the backcourt by Aiden Nyhoff, number 10, Schoonveld, number 3. Also in the backcourt, the coach's daughter, Brooklyn Phelps, number 30. Deanna Stigstra, number 34. And number 42, Kiera Smits, round out your starting lineup for Holland Christian. Maroons coached by Kyle Phelps. For South Christian, they'll go with that starting lineup that we saw on Tuesday night. Lizzie Woldheis at a guard. She had 17 points against Grand Rapids Christian the other day. Cami Boonstra starts up front for the Sailors. Sophia Prins will be at a point guard, or the point guard. Lily Nitz at a forward, number 21, and the senior Ashley Thomasma. Curt, you saw South Christian on Tuesday. You were there in a pretty impressive win against admittedly a very inexperienced Grand Rapids Christian team with a new coach, but nonetheless, big win for the Sailors on Tuesday to open the campaign.
Yeah, and you look at the start of the season against a rivalry opponent, no matter what or how good they are, you want your team to go out there, play mistake-free, take care of the basketball, play good defense, and that was what they were able to accomplish on Tuesday.
Now we are underway. The tip is controlled by South Christian. Sophie Prince finds Cami Boonstra on the breakout layup, and it's a quick 2-0 lead for the Sailors. Maroons go to work on offense. Kiera Smits, a 5'11 junior. There's 42-34 is Tiana Steikstra, a 6-foot senior. Just committing that traveling violation at the right point is Tiana Schoonveld, a 5'11 senior. Younger sister of Kennedy Schoonveld. Had a really good career for Holland Christian. Went on to star at Hope College. Sailors into the front court, find Boonstra for an open left corner three. Too strong. Maroons come away with it. Fast break is broken up on a good defensive effort. Looked like a strong safety retreating there to make that play. Lizzie Woldheis with the deflection out of bounds to Holland Christian.
Yeah, and it's been fun to see the growth of this team, being so young the year before and watching them really take strides forward.
Maroons go down at the low left block to Smits. She'll kick it outside to Schoonveld. And a 3-second violation on Kiera Smits. Again, tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Cherry Valley Concrete, specializing in residential, multifamily concrete construction. They excel at footings, walls, flatwork, site work, pumping, and more. 48 years of experience servicing the state of Michigan and beyond. That's Cherry Valley Concrete. Sailors go to work on the offensive end. The quarterback, Sophia Prinz, drives left side of the lane, has her pass deflected, comes back into her hands, though, and finds an open Boonstra. Right pocket. 3 ball is misfired. On the rebound, a foul committed by Prinz, and Holland Christian has possession down 2-0, a minute gone here in the first.
And I think eventually these shots from the outside are going to fall. Just got to keep playing really good defense, rebounding on the defensive end.
Adeline Nyhoff, another junior and part of that starting lineup for Holland Christian. Can't handle the pass out of bounds. One of the impressive things about South Christian on Tuesday, Curt, was that they committed just 8 turnovers. Really clean game for a team that returns 4 out of 5 starters, and it showed.
Yeah, and you look at Sophie being a sophomore. She's really she plays more like a junior or even a senior with the amount of she's played last year.
Right baseline, Lily Nitz drives, has that runner swatted away. Nicely by Smits into the front court is Brooklyn Phelps. Her pass down low is picked off by Woltheis. Pinballed back to Holland Christian, and now the Sailors grab it again on the 3rd consecutive turnover. Nitz, left point 3 ball's good. Lily Nitz. She had 8 on Tuesday. She knocks down that 3-pointer. 5-0 Sailors, 5:52 to go here in the first quarter. Left wing Phelps, leaves for Steikstra. Drives, kicks it to Phelps, left low block. Pushes it back out to Steikstra, 3 ball. Off the iron into the arms of Woltheis. Works the left elbow and draws the foul.
Yeah, so far the defense and the rebounding for South Christian has really been the difference. Holland Christian without one of their top players tonight, Cameron Vandenbosch, is out with an injury. So HC's trying to figure out some things on offense.
Sailors won 56-40 on Tuesday. Actually led 39-14 at the half. There's a pass from Thomasma picked off by TV Schoonveld. She'll take it coast to coast, then lay it in for the first deuce of the night for Holland Christian. Brings into the front court. Oh, stepped on the sideline after that pressure from Nyhoff. And these turnovers that we talked about being so good on Tuesday already mounting for South Christian, not playing quite the clean game they did on Tuesday.
Yeah, 4 turnovers so far for Holland Christian, 3 for South. See if we can't get things calmed down.
Right side Nyhoff for Holland Christian. They swing it around to the left point where Phelps misfires from downtown. Now Woltheis will go to work for the Sailors. Left elbow, kicks it to the corner intended for Nitz, and that pass skittered away as well, and turnover goes back to Holland Christian. Left wing Nyhoff. Her entry pass down to Smits is thrown away. And that's 9 turnovers. I think we have more turnovers so far in the first 4 minutes than we have possessions. And here's another one. The pressure defense by Schoonveld forces Prinz to dribble it off her foot, out of bounds, and Holland Christian will have it under their own basket, trailing 5-2 with 4.5 to go in the first quarter. Often the case, though, early in the season, early in the game. Here's another turnover. This one a steal by Prinz. She'll beat the field down the court and lay it in off the glass on the left side for 2.
Really quick, active hands there by Prinz. Easy transition bucket.
7-2 South Christian midway through the first quarter. Schoonveld in the left corner finds Smits underneath. Ashley Thomasma giving up a couple inches there. bodied up Smits a bit too much, and the foul goes on Thomasma. That's her first.
Yeah, and you look at the South Christian girls basketball over the years. There's always been, a post presence going back to Gabby Timmer last year, Ashley Reardon. They're trying to figure out who's going to be that person to fill that role this year.
It's also a different look offensively, much more of a 5-out look. Erica Brown talked about that a little bit after the game, and I think your point's well taken. They'll see if they develop that post presence. If they don't, it'll be a different look on offense. Here's a good take down the left side by Paige Phelps, who just checked into the game for the Maroons. She lays it in off the glass to make it 7-4. 3:50 to play here in the first quarter. Sailors back to work. Right side. Now into the game is Emerald Hookwater. She has it stripped. And on the run out, Steigstra has it taken away by Lily Nitz. Up ahead to Hookwater. Right-handed layup off the glass. Couldn't get it to go, but through contact from Skuveld. And that'll send Emerald Hookwater to the stripe. That was the one bugaboo the other night, Curt, for South Christian. As well as Erica Brown felt her team played in the opener, free throw shooting was a nemesis. 13 for 26.
Yeah.
And it left a lot of points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and then when the game that's not so close, you can sleep a little better at night. But in a tight game, that's going to come down to be something that's going to have to be a pivotal change for Coach Brown and the Sailors.
Hookwater got the first to go. Second one on its way. That's good, too. That's 9-4 South Christian with 3.5 to play in the first quarter. Tonight's game brought to you by Burgess Concrete and Hookwater Family Dentistry. Maroons back to work on the offensive end. Top side, this is Paige Phelps. She'll swing it right side to Brooklyn Phelps. Hounded by Prince. Back outside, they go to Steigstra. Good look from the left point. Too strong into the arms of Sophia Prince. Quickly up the left side. A runner too strong off the glass. The Maroons control the carom. Phelps quickly ahead to Ella Westerbeek now in the game, number 25. Both Kyle Phelps and Erica Brown going to the bench here in the first quarter. Again, Holland Christian 1-0, an impressive win over East Grand Rapids 52-45 last week, or on Tuesday. Knocked out of bounds. Sailors will keep possession. Check that. Holland Christian with the ball under the South Christian basket. Inbounds pass to Smits. Leaves for Phelps, drives right baseline, cut off, back to Smits, now finds an open Nyhoff at the top of the key for three. Rattles in and out. Booster with the rebound to Prince, head up nicely to Hookwater. Her left-handed layup goes blocked out of bounds. A good defensive effort by Brooklyn Phelps.
Yeah, I think Coach Brown has to be pretty happy with the defense and the rebounding, limiting Holland Christian to second chance opportunities. Hopefully that translates into some transition offense.
Prince triggers it into Woltheis. She had 17 on Tuesday. Prince had 18. They accounted for 35 of the 56 points. Nitz at the left elbow. It's hacked by Brooklyn Phelps. Ball out of bounds. Of course, new rule this year with free throw shooting. 5 fouls needed in each quarter, common fouls, to generate free throws. And instead of a wall, here's a nice inbound pass from Prince to Thomasma, and she lays it in.
Yeah, talking to the coaches today, Holland Christian was pretty exclusive on zone, baseline, out of bounds defense. So they had a couple new wrinkles that they added in practice yesterday to beat that zone out of bounds. And that was a nice play, nice dish, and a nice finish.
Maroons turn it over. South Christian inbounds it. Brings into the front court. Has it knocked out of her hands, out of bounds, and stay with the Sailors with 1:58 to go. South Christian up 11-4. Glad to have you with us on this Friday night, the first Friday night of the basketball season for both boys and girls. Prince is left wide open for a left point three. Off the right side of the iron, corralled by Phelps, and then she's fouled by Hookwater. Each team with 3 fouls. Again, these fouls reset at the end of the quarter. So if you don't get to 5, there's no common fouls free throws in a quarter. Right side now, Phelps bounces it down low to Westerbeek, stolen out of her hands by Thomasma. Ahead to Prinz. Cross court to Nitz. She'll pull up from a long 2 on the right wing. No, and the rebound. Karam to Paige Phelps. Erica Brown, of course, in her second game, coached last year as an assistant for Kim Legg. Kim stepping down after a wonderful career. Erica had head coaching experience in the Flint area. And she's married to some guy who's allegedly a pretty good football coach.
Well, and if you know anything about that dynamic, she's a special individual.
Sailors pick up another steal. We'll continue that thought in a moment as Thomas came away with a theft and got it to Prinz. Her layup wouldn't go, but she was fouled and she'll shoot 2. Who is the head coach in that family?
Oh, he will. Coach Danny Brown will tell you that the best head coach in the family is Erica Brown. She's a wonderful woman. Got to know her over the years. Loves basketball, but is passionate about having an impact on young women. And so just really excited for her to have this opportunity.
Sophia Prinz knocks down one of the 2. The lead is now 8, 12-4. Nice pass inside to a cutting Karsten. That ball was stolen away nicely by the Sailors. Head to Booster, now hands to Prinz. So swing it top side to Hookwater. Leaves it for Booster. Her long left wing 3. Misfires. And the Maroons on the run out. Outlet pass though stolen by Cammie Boonstra. Her left-handed layup is swatted away by Nyhoff. Everything's contested so far tonight, Curt. Both teams really getting after defensively.
Yeah, not surprised. 2 well-coached teams. These guys have, these girls have played each other over the years. They know their own strengths and weaknesses of the opponent. So not surprised by the contested nature of the defense.
Davis Skur into the game for South Christian. Going bounds to Woltheis. Left wing back to Skur. Woltheis will swing it left pocket for Ashley Thomasma. 3 balls short. Skying for the rebound is Tiana Steikstra. Okay, head to Brooklyn Phelps. She dribbling it out of bounds on the baseline.
13 turnovers so far for Holland Christian. Some of those unforced errors, but a lot of those are due to the pressure defense from South.
17 seconds to play here in the first quarter. South Christian will look for the last shot. Woltheis drives the right side. Her runner just rims out. And that's the way the first quarter will end. South Christian 12, Holland Christian 4 after 1 from South Christian. We'll step aside, second quarter just around the corner.
Don't just find yourself, make yourself. Start businesses, build bridges, save lives, raise a whole city. This is your future. So take it and move all of us forward.
Burgess Surveying is a privately owned company that has been serving the West Michigan community and state for over 15 years. They perform a wide variety of surveying services. Whether you're a homeowner who is looking to establish your property lines or a large commercial contractor who wants its project to be completed efficiently and timely, Burgess Surveying can meet your needs. They're located in downtown Byron Center. Give them a call at 616-277-1636. You will be sure to have a great experience.
Tonight's second quarter brought to you by Choice One and West Michigan Wellness. set for the second stanza. South Christian up 12-4. Sailors rattled off the game's first 5 points. They'll go with a lineup now of Woltheis, Bree Knott, number 11 of the game, along with Emerald Hookwater, Ashley Thomasma, then Ava Skur. Holland Christian counters with Nyhoff, Copeland Phelps, Schmitz, and Olivia Karsten. Karsten drives the lane, bottled up, so sends it back outside to Phelps. Now to Karsten, long three from the top, off the flange. Chased down by Skur, quickly ahead to Thomasma, leaves for Woltheis, eyed the long three. Now spins towards the lane and lofts it back out to Skur. Swinging around to Thomasma in the left corner. Stutters dribble, picks up the dribble, finds Skur at the right elbow, leaves for Woltheis, right wing, pushes it down. Lizzie Woltheis, her first triple of the game.
And Lizzie's such a good rhythmic shooter. When you can find her in that position, she can gather, catch, shoot, and it's almost automatic.
43% last year from behind the arc. Dykstra got a good look at a backdoor cut, but couldn't finish, out of bounds, and it'll stay with Holland Christian.
And what you love to see about Lizzie is she works extremely hard at her craft, and that's the reason why she is so good, is because she practices and trains so consistently.
Open for a three is Tegan Schoonveld, rolls around multiple times and finally falls in. Schoonveld, the leading scorer for Holland Christian, with 5. Skur's pass is picked off, knocked away by Phelps, and she'll take it coast to coast. Copeland Phelps for the easy lay-in. 4 quick points cut that margin to 6, 15-9, South Christian. Between the circles, Woltheis looks for Hookwater in the backdoor cut, can't find her, so now zips it left wing to Skur. Uses the Breenot screen, high ball in the left point. Picks up her dribble, not does, and leaves for Woltheis, who cycles around the right side. She'll try to move at the right elbow, can't do it. And Erica Brown sees an offense that's struggling a little bit there, so she will call a timeout. South Christian up 15-9 with 6:02 to go. Take a quick break.
Have the right insurance agent handling all your insurance needs is one of the most secure feelings you can have. Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Pete Quacklar of the Quacklar Insurance Agency will be there for you to bring you peace of mind and to help you and your family through the toughest times of your life. As one of his insureds, you will receive fast, fair, honest, and personal treatment. Please contact Agent Pete Quacklar from the South Christian High School's class of 1988, 616-583-8300, or find him on southchristiansports.com. The Quacklar Insurance Agency celebrating 29 years of service with Farm Bureau Insurance.
Bob Sack along with Curt Copeland and our statistician Tim Chenoweth back here at South Christian High School. First of 2 tonight. South Christian girls up 15-9, just inside of 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Guys' game will follow. Taylor Johnson tries to get his first win of the season. South Christian on the offensive end. Sophia Prince back in the game at point. Right side to Woltheis, now back to Ava Skur between the circles. Right-handed dribble feeds Thomasma in the right corner, spins, runs it up from 12 along the right baseline. Airmailed it into the arms of Nyhoff. She's got it right back, and a launch from 3 short. The air ball, though, is rebounded by Smits. Couldn't get the follow to go. Scrum on the floor. And it's going to be a tie-up between Lily Nitz and Nyhoff. Tammy Boonstra returns to the lineup for South Christian. Good to be back perched high atop the gym here. South Christian. A little Sailor Zone Michigan Sports Radio suite. Sailors into the front court. Nitz will pull up from a right wing three. Left it short. Rebound battled for and chased down by the Maroons. Ella Westerbeek grabbed that rebound, and she'll leave for Brooklyn Phelps. As Holland Christian goes to work on the offensive end. Right side, Ella Westerbeek. It was along the right baseline, tried to feed down low to Phelps. That was picked off, though, by Nitz. South Christian on the run out. Booster on the right side, sends it over to Prinz. Her three-pointer from the top of the key. Splashes down, 6 for Sophia Prinz. Back the other way. Nyhoff had a good-looking left-handed layup drive, but again, left it short. 4 to go here in the first half. South Christian will look to expand on their lead. They're doubling up the Maroons right now, 18-9.
Yeah, both teams are still trying to figure out a little bit of offensive rhythm here. Big three-pointer by Sophia Prinz. Knock that down with a freebie. See if we can't get some things generated on that end.
Prinz quick inbounds to Nitz. Good look from about 7 feet along the left baseline. No, Prinz fouled, couldn't drop that one down. And the Maroons will run it. Nyhoff down the left side, drives on Thomas at the left block. Ashley thought she had the principle of verticality, but a little too much body into Nyhoff, and that'll send Adeline Nyhoff to the free throw stripe looking for her first point. It's first free throw attempt by Holland Christian.
Yeah, defensively, you're such at a disadvantage in that situation. So anytime you get anywhere but straight up vertical, you get into trouble.
Nyhoff trickles the first charity toss through. Good form on the second, splashes it down. 18-11, 4:04 to play in the second quarter. Sailors with Woltheis, Boonstra, Hookwater, Nitz, and Prinz. Against a 1-2-2 press. Prinz in control, dribbling up the left side. Finds an open Hookwater for a 17-footer off the left baseline, but Brooklyn Phelps came over to swat that one out of bounds. He'll stay with South Christian. Good crowd starting to fill up South Christian High School in the neighborhood. Come on out for a couple of good ball games between two traditional powers. Boostra trapped along the left sideline as it knocked out of her hands by Phelps. Curt, it's just been one of those games that just really hasn't felt like there's been much flow thus far.
Yeah, it's almost like a boxing match where they're both just kind of sliding some jabs in, but really not with the ability to open it up and attack.
Woltheis with an open three from the left corner pocket. She arcs it through. Lizzie Woltheis with her second triple.
And if you can get Lizzie going early on, good things are going to happen.
She's got a quick release, too.
Yeah, she's so smooth with the way she moves that ball, with speed, too. It's really nice to see.
Left wing Phelps guns it underneath to an open Westerbeek. She was grabbed on the catch by Cammie Boonstra. That's her first. 21-11, South Christian with their largest lead of the game. Back to work go the Maroons. Karsten with a long three from the left corner. 5'7" junior. Sinks it through, and it's 21-14. Prinz gets a step on Phelps along the right lane and draws contact. I'll tell you what, she is already clearly, Curt, improved so much. You said it earlier, it's a big jump from freshman to sophomore season, but I have been really impressed with her court presence and also just her, she's a little stronger this year too.
Yeah, she's gotten faster, she's gotten stronger, and with age, you relax a little bit, you don't stress out as much, but she's got that first quick step. She has the ability to go to the rim and finish, but can also kick out, so she's a dangerous weapon for the Sailors.
Her one bugaboo in the first two games has been free throws, and once again she splits the pair. Now has 7 points since an 8-point lead, 22-14. Brooklyn Phelps, right corner to Nyhoff. Swings it to Evelyn Klingberg, 5'11 junior now in the game. Here's an entry pass down low to Phelps. Picked off again. This time by Hookwater. Quickly ahead to Woltheis, and she'll reset with Prinz. Guns at left corner to Woltheis. Open three again. This one off the mark. Into the hands of Lily Nitz. Drives right baseline. Kicks it to Woltheis. Left wing three. That's too short. Grabbed by Nitz again. Boonstra now wrestles the rebound away, and underneath, stolen away by Brooklyn Phelps. A couple of good looks for Lizzie Woltheis. Phelps topside to Nyhoff. Three ball. Rims out. Ripped down by Hookwater. Outlet pass was deflected out of bounds, and it'll go to South Christian.
Yeah, Hookwater doing a really good job on the defensive glass, trying to push the ball the other way. But again, Holland Christian very, very aggressive with their full court press.
Last year, these two teams had a good one, 46-41. South Christian won it at Holland Christian. Sailors back to work. On the left wing, it's Nitz. Gives to Prinz. She spins along the baseline. Kicks it out to an open Woltheis. Right wing jumper for three. The third triple of the night for the sophomore, Lizzie Woltheis. Picking up where she left off on Tuesday night.
Yeah, and if you're Holland Christian, you got to keep track of her. You got to keep eyes on her the whole time, because that's the kind of damage she can do.
Another entry pass intercepted by Booster. Boy, she has a lot of steals tonight, that low post defensive spot. Sailors turn it right back over, though, and Phelps comes away with it. Finds a cutting Dykstra. She's fouled on the dribble, so it'll be out of bounds to Holland Christian. 6:71 seconds to go here in the first half. Joining us at halftime for the West House Home Improvement Halftime Show. West House Home Improvement, a family-owned operation since 1971, specializing in sunrooms, screen rooms replacement, windows, and decks. Visit them at westhousehome.com. We'll be joined by Taylor Johnson, get his reflections on Tuesday night's tough loss at Grand Rapids Christian. Get ready for tonight's boys matchup. Dykstra underneath. Couldn't get the layup to go, but Spitz was there. Her rebound follow drew contact. 25-14. Turnover count by Holland Christian's got to be 17, Tim tells us.
9 for the Sailors. With 1:06 left here, Coach Brown sees if she can't get something dialed up. Maybe use one of those timeouts.
Second free throw also missed by Smits. Maroons control. Karsten Smits at the free throw line. Quick jumper off the back of the iron. Pulled down by Klingenberg. 50 seconds to go. Jumper by Karsten. That's short. Another offensive rebound. I was just about to say Sailors have done a really good job on the defensive glass, but 3 attempts here on this possession for Holland Christian. Inbounds pass. They find Klingenberg. His shot is blocked by Hookwater. Tie-up will go to the Sailors. Boite, Curt, South Christian's interior D's been really good.
Yeah, they have active hands. They're very aggressive. Nothing free is going to come for the Maroons tonight.
On offense with 36 seconds to go and an 11-point lead. Bree Knott, right corner. Hook pass back to Hookwater. She drives the right side, double team. Bounces it right wing to Prinz. Behind the back dribble, shakes the defender, pulls up from 15. On the right side, no, not with the putback. Couldn't get it to go. Ball stolen on the rebound by Nitz. To Woltheis on the left point with 8 seconds. Gotta hurry here, up by 11. Woltheis drives the left elbow and drew contact, and that's a big foul because, well, no, that's only the second. Actually, a good foul by Holland Christian. Out of bounds, South Christian with 4 seconds to go.
Holland Christian in their 2-3 zone. See if one of those special plays that is worked all week. They'll work today.
Inbounds pass to Woltheis and didn't find anything inside. And that's the way the first half will end. Sailors up 25-14 after 16 minutes. Solid first half, particularly defensively by South Christian. And they'll head to the locker room with an 11-point edge. We'll take a break, and when we return, it's time for the Westhouse Home Improvement halftime show, joined by South Christian boys coach Taylor Johnson. He'll review Tuesday's game at Grand Rapids Christian and get us ready for the second game of the doubleheader today, the boys against Holland Christian. That's all coming up on the Westhouse Home Improvement post-game or halftime show.
Looking for a great place to buy a used truck or car? Check out Extreme Truck and Auto Center, located at 1098 O'Malley Drive in Coopersville. They have a huge selection of trucks, cars, vans, and SUVs. Stop by their lot or give them a call at 616-384-3777. You can check out their inventory at xtacenter.com.
Michigan Hearing Experts sell and service several brands of hearing aids. Are you having trouble having a conversation or unable to hear the latest play of the game? We perform comprehensive hearing exams and use real ear measurements to ensure optimal functioning hearing aids for your unique needs. Our highly trained doctors of audiology are dedicated to helping you reconnect with your world. Visit MichiganHearingExperts.com to find a location near you and take the first step towards better hearing with Michigan Hearing Expert.
Cornerstone University.
The professors are very open to helping whenever they can.
Academic excellence, character-driven athletics, Christ-centered community involvement.
Cornerstone has been a great opportunity for me to grow as a leader, just being able to approach people and be warm and welcoming and hospitable.
Experience it for yourself. Attend a Golden Eagle Day at Cornerstone for a taste of campus life and the chance to meet faculty and staff. To arrange a visit for your high school junior or senior, go to cornerstone.edu. Cornerstone University. Build a life that matters.
The Grand Rapids Sports Hall of Fame celebrates the city's rich sports history by honoring prominent West Michigan athletes and those who have contributed greatly to sports on a local, state, or national level. A class is elected each year and then honored at an induction ceremony in the fall. They also prevent annual events in support of West Michigan athletics, and they raise funds to support local youth organizations and charities. Follow them on Facebook or check out the pictures and biographies of all 181 inductees at grshhof.com.
Welcome back to South Christian High School. Halftime here of the girls' game, Holland Christian and South Christian. In a defensive battle here in the first half. 25-14 is the score. Listening to the Westhouse Home Improvement Halftime Show. Pleasure to be joined here by the head coach of the South Christian boys team, Taylor Johnson. Opened the season at Grand Rapids Christian the other night in a game that you knew would be tough. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. You're dealing with how many practices? Really 4 or 5 before the football guys were able to get their legs. What was the biggest takeaway, good or bad, for you on Tuesday night?
I think the biggest takeaway positively for us is, we had great effort. So I was really pleased by that. I felt like our guys really kept competing. When we were down 10, it felt like we were down 20. And then we cut it back to 3, and we kept playing hard. I felt like when you look back in the film, all the mistakes we made are correctable mistakes. So I was actually very pleased by our effort. But, credit to them. It's no excuse. They've been playing a long time. They were very much ready for the game. We were trying to find some rhythm. We got a lot of new guys in new situations, and we weren't our best. So, I told them that, and at the end of the day, all I care about is energy and effort, and I thought we had it.
Take us through your thought process on Jake Vermas's foul trouble. 2 quick ones in the first, another one at the beginning of the second quarter. He gets the 4th to start the second half. What's your protocol, if you will? Is it auto bench? What's the Taylor Johnson mode for that scenario? That was anything but what you wanted.
Yeah, obviously. It's not good in all circumstances, right? So when he picked up the second in the first quarter, I was going to play him the second quarter because I'm not a huge believer in the fact that you just sit him the whole half. I didn't want that. Picked up that third one, which was 60 feet away from the hoop, and that can't happen. So, I mean, that's my biggest message for him is, like, you can't make fouls 60 feet away, especially when you have two. The fourth one, looking at on film, was the right call. He slid under him. And then once you have four, it's really, really difficult. But, I mean, he came out firing in that fourth quarter, man. I mean, he was electric. He had great energy, which he should. He's been sitting a long time. But he's got to be on the court for us. He's got to stay out of foul trouble and do a much better job.
Well, yeah, you had guys come through. I thought Nolan Fackler came in to the basketball game and defensively gave you something there for a few minutes each half. Davis Kemper picked up on the offensive side. There were some positives that guys got put into situations where they had to produce.
Yeah, and it's funny, once you take that turn to varsity and whatever those minutes are, you just grow up. You kind of grow up a little bit on the court, and Davis grew up quick. I felt like he played a great game offensively and defensively. He had 2 or 3 steals, a couple fouls that could have been steals, so like he was being aggressive. Nolan Fackler played the minutes he's supposed to play and didn't turn it over, so that was positive. Wyatt Saul dove on the floor a couple times. I was really happy to see that. Our bench got to keep coming. We got to keep coming and keep getting those guys better because it can't just be Jake and Carson all the time. Other guys got to step up. So we got to keep getting better, but it was fun to watch those guys get significant minutes.
So tonight it's a Holland Christian team that comes in with a 2-1 record. Impressive win over West Ottawa and an impressive win over Calvin Christian. And then, by the way, tomorrow night you play Rockford. So what a weekend. What do you look to take away from these two games that almost have sort of a Breslin Center type championship week feel with a Tuesday, Friday, Saturday set?
Yeah, it kind of does feel like tournament week, except minus the fact that we're not in tournament shape, right? So, I mean, all that. I think when we made the schedule, the Rockford game, it's an invite only at Calvin. It's an unbelievable opportunity for those guys. So tomorrow night, we're just going to try to play our hardest, focus on us. But tonight, we're playing a very improved Holland Christian team. Last year, we were able to pressure them and create a lot of turnovers and get a lot of runouts. They have 2 dynamic guards that they can really shoot the ball. They play super high energy, and then they have a big man inside who's like a double-double machine. So we gotta protect the paint. We have to handle their pressure, and we can't let 4 and 13 get going. And even 3 makes a lot of shots. So this is a really good team. I mean, they beat a good West Ottawa team. They really handled Calvin really well. And Covenant's a great team, and I actually was able to go to that game. And I felt like Covenant was the better team that night, but that was their opener, and they've improved since then. So this is going to be a real challenge, but it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a Friday night at home. There's nothing like it.
Absolutely. Should be great. Taylor, thanks for joining us. Good luck tonight. We'll see you tonight and tomorrow.
You got it. Thanks.
All right. Taylor Johnson on the West House Home Improvement Halftime Show. Moments away from the second half. South Christian up 25-14 here in the girls' game. Stay with us. Second half coming up.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
For over 85 years, Sobie Company has been a premier commercial construction contractor specializing in everything from walls and ceilings to floors and insulation. We have been part of almost every large commercial construction project in West Michigan, including the newly constructed South Christian High School, Byron Center Christian renovations, and 2 expansion projects at Dutton Christian. Our skilled and talented craftsmen can make any interior dream you have on a construction project a reality. Go Sailors! For 85 years, Sobie Company has been a premier commercial construction contractor specializing in everything from walls and ceilings to floors and insulation. We have been part of almost every large commercial construction project in West Michigan, including the newly constructed South Christian High School, Byron Center Christian renovations, and 2 expansion projects at Dutton Christian. Our skilled and talented craftsmen can make any interior dream you have on a construction project a reality. Go Sailors!
Back at South Christian, halftime with the West House Home Improvement Halftime Show coming to a close. Here's your first half scoring for the Sailors, who've tallied 25 points tonight. They're led by Lizzie Woldheis's 9, 7 for Sophia Prinz, 3 for Lily Nitz, and a pair apiece for Cami Boonstra, Emerald Hookwater, and Ashley Thomasma. Leading scorer for Holland Christian is Tegan Schoonveld with 5, and 4 others have 1 basket. Curt, team stats?
So far the story of the game has been the turnovers have really had an impact. 19 total turnovers for Holland Christian, 9 for the Sailors. So Holland Christian shooting 26% from the field, South Christian 30% from the field. Rebounding advantage right now is going to Holland Christian. We'll see kind of how this thing plays out, see who can find a niche. We talked about free throws from Tuesday to today. Depending on how things go, hopefully that'll be something that works out in favor of the Sailors if it gets down to a close game.
It's an 11-point game, but it feels like Holland Christian's not out of it.
Yeah, and they're hanging around defensively. They're going to make some shots here in the third quarter. We'll see how we can withstand that.
Underway here in the third. Tegan Schoonveld's pass goes inside, and then they kick it out to Phelps for a three-pointer from the left wing. No, but there's that offensive rebound again, this time by Nyhoff, and that has proved to be a problem here in about the last 3 or 4 minutes. Maroons really crashing the boards.
Yeah, the first quarter and the first half of the second quarter, South did a really good job of limiting those second chance opportunities. Holland Christian making an adjustment, actively rebounding, and that's earning them a chance to stay in this game.
First free throw by Nyhoff is good. Sailors, of course, missing their leading rebounder from last year, Ashley Reardon, who averaged nearly 10 a game. That's a lot of rebounds. Lily Nitz was the second highest rebounder at 5. So that's a role that has to be grabbed by somebody here in the start of this season. Maroons on the steal. Brooklyn Phelps stole the ball mid-court, came down the right side and laid it off the glass and in. So all of a sudden that lead is cut to 7. As the first points of the half go to Holland Christian, 25-18.
And if you're Coach Brown here, you want to settle things down, take care of the basketball, get quality shots, and really allow that defense to come into play and generate some offense.
Thomasma, Nitz, Prinz, Boonstra, and Woldheis, the quintet for South Christian. Nitz at the left elbow, drives, has a shot blocked away by Nyhoff. Battle on the floor for it. 50-50 ball controlled by the Maroons, and they get it out ahead to Steikstra, and she lays it in off the glass. Good hustle by both teams, but it was Holland Christian that came away with that, and their 6th straight point. It's a 5-point game. Prinz, right wing to Nitz, working on Steikstra. Tries Thomasma back door, but it's cut off by Smith, so they cycle it back out to Prinz at the top of the key. There's Ashley Thomasma with a catch and shoot from the right wing. Swishes through her first triple, and it's back to an 8-point game. Maroons break the press quickly and find Schoonveld open for an easy right-handed layup. 28-22, in a game that struggled to see points early on, all of a sudden has a flurry of offense to start this third quarter.
Yeah, the halftime adjustment for Holland Christian to push the ball and be aggressive is something that's looked to be a good thing for them.
Nitz at the left point will set up the Sailor offense. Drives down the right side, bounces it right corner to Thomasma. Got a good look for 3. No, Booster's right there for the follow, but couldn't finish. Tegan Schoonveld grabbed the rebound and then got pushed by Boonstra as she fell to the ground. Second foul of the half, or the quarter on South Christian.
Second or third time so far this game, South Christian committing a foul 94 feet from the basket. You like the aggressive style, but at the end of the day, got to hustle back on defense and get things set up.
Sailors show a 1-2-2 press. Go for the trap on Phelps, so she retreats to Smits and gets it back and breaks the timeline. Down the left side, dumps it underneath to Steikstra. Can't get the shot off, so takes it back out to Phelps, and Steikstra camped out in the lane after that pass, and she'll get called for a 3-second violation. 5:30 to go. Sailors up by 6. Right side Nitz. Against that man-to-man defense. Drives, pulls up from 12 along the right baseline, left it short. Into the hands of Brooklyn Phelps. Crossover dribble, works down the right side, tries to dump it down low at the right block to Steikstra, and Hookwater reached around, committed the foul.
Yeah, and you can see an emphasis here from Coach Phelps trying to get that ball down to that low post, get some high percentage opportunities. It's proving to be difficult for the Sailors to stay in the right position.
Quick inbounds on that pass to Paige Phelps. Her shot was blocked on a good defensive play. Sailors back the other way. Woldheis, long three from 23 feet. Lizzie Woldheis, her 4th triple of the game. She now has 12, and it's 31-22.
Yeah, you give a lethal shooter just a little bit of window. That time they gave her a big window, and she knocked it down.
From deep. Right back the other way, though. The Maroons find Nyhoff underneath for another lay-in. That's a 7-point game, 31-24. $16 points already in the first 3.5 minutes of this third quarter between these two teams. South Christian offense back to work. Prinz in the right corner. Circles back out with the left-handed dribble. And Erica Brown says, let's reset it and call a timeout. We'll take one, too. Sailors up 31-24. We got a good one, 4:21 to go here in the third. Michigan Sports Radio and the Sailor Zone of the NFHS Network.
Don't just find yourself, make yourself. Start businesses, build bridges, save lives, raise a whole city. This is your future, so take it and move all of us forward.
Burgess Surveying is a privately owned company that has been serving the West Michigan community and state for over 15 years. They perform a wide variety of surveying services. Whether you're a homeowner who is looking to establish your property lines or a large commercial contractor who wants its project to be completed efficiently and timely, Burgess Surveying can meet your needs. They're located in downtown Byron Center. Give them a call at 616-277-1636. You will be sure to have a great experience.
Back at South Christian, midway through the third quarter of our first of 2 tonight. South Christian girls up by 7 against this Holland Christian team.
Yeah, both teams now trying to find a little bit better rhythm on offense, taking care of the ball. Less turnovers here so far. We'll see what happens out of this timeout.
Sailors inbounded to Woldheis. She was pushed by Paige Phelps. Second foul in the quarter on Holland Christian.
Yeah, Woldheis with the hot hand so far. Look for things to run through here a little bit more offensively here in the second half.
Sophie Prinz will try a 3 from the right point. No, held down by Schoonveld. Paige Phelps sets up the Maroon offense between the circles. 4:06 to go in the third quarter. They go down low to Steikstra, knocked away, but right into the hands of Ella Westerbeek. And as she drove, she stepped on the line.
Yeah, again, more emphasis for Holland Christian to get that ball into that low post, but good active hands by Lily Nitz to defend.
Sailors set up the offense. Nitz at the free throw line. To a circling Thomasma. Left point to Woldheis. Fakes the 3, drives down the left side, do the foul. And Curt, I really like that. She drew that defense out because she's been so dynamic with the 3 ball, and then just made a head fake, and right around the defender went Lizzie Woldheis.
Yeah, and you love to see an offensive player understand that, recognize that, and then attack the rim. Eventually what's going to happen is she's going to draw more defenders. She'll be able to kick it out to potentially an open shooter. But love the aggression by Woldheis.
6 3-pointers by the Sailors tonight. That's really been the difference. Just 1, check that, 2 triples from Holland Christian. Both free throws Knocked down by Woltheis, and it's 33-24. South Christian weathered that storm by Holland Christian. That lead is back to 9. Maroons right corner. To Paige Phelps, drives the baseline, has it knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Holland Christian. .318 to go, 33-24. Handoff after that inbounds pass, 3-ball, no, and grabbing the boards is Kiera Smits with an offensive carom, fouled on the putback, and she'll go to the line with a pair.
Yeah, when a shot goes up in the air, you really, really want to focus on finding an opportunity to put a body on somebody and box out. Credit to Holland Christian for stealing an extra possession here.
Smits gets her first point of the night by draining that free throw. Bree Knott into the game for South Christian, replaces Lily Nitz. Sailors with Prinz. The second free throw is good, and a foul on the rebound, Curt, and that's going to go against South Christian. So chance for a 4-point play here, 4-point possession.
And I didn't get a chance to see it live. It looked like rebound came, girl got her foot stepped on and shoe slid off. Unfortunate, could have just been incidental, but either way, South has got to regroup, buckle up, and find a way to get a stop here.
They'll charge that foul to Annalise Vanderlaan, the junior guard, now into the lineup.
I think it was actually on Gabby Burgess, if I'm not mistaken. Gabby Burgess, senior. Must have just got her tripped up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Gabby Burgess is 25. Correction. At any rate, it sends Tiana Steikstra to the line. She hits the first free throw. So Sailors with Burgess and Prinz, Thomasma, Bree Knott, and Lizzie Woltheis. Made free throw, sets up the press. South Christian breaks it. Thomasma sets up the offense, fires it right wing to Burgess. Leaves for Prinz. She's got a mismatch with the bigger Steikstra. Let's see if she can take her to the rack. Guns it left wing to Burgess. No, but a good strong rebound by Bree Knott. Her outlet pass is picked off by Steikstra. And Holland Christian can cut this lead to 3 or 2. Underneath they go, trying to get it inside to Smits. Picked off, but battled, pinballed right back to her. Couldn't convert the layup. And Woltheis comes away with a carom. 2:28 to go. South up by 5. They led by 11 at the third quarter, at the start of the third quarter. It's been a good second half so far for Holland Christian. Sophie Prinz probing the right side, now drives, draws a help defense from Steikstra, missed the layup, but got her own rebound. Kicks it back out to Woltheis. She eyes the 3 and then traveled as she drove to the left side.
Yeah, South still trying to search for a little offensive rhythm here. Obviously, the three-point shooting has been good. Maybe a transition stop here on the defensive end will lead to some offense.
2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Brooklyn Phelps with a right-handed dribble on the right wing. Picks up her dribble, dumps it inside to Steikstra, who kicks it out to Nyhoff. 3-ball from the left point. Too strong. Rebound chased down, though, by Steikstra, and then her cross-court pass to Smits sails out of bounds.
Game's all square from an offensive rebounding standpoint now. Holland Christian 6, South Christian is 6. But overall rebounds, Holland Christian has been crashing the boards here in this second half, leading to some better opportunities for them.
1:35 left here in the third. Prince against that Holland Christian man-to-man defense. Guns at left wing to Thomasma. Back to Woldheist between the circles. Right side Prinz. Fake, got away with a step. And then lost control as she dribbled down the lane. It's picked up by Nyhoff. Correction, Karsten. And South Christian player tied her up. So possession arrow keeps the ball in the South Christian offensive end. Skur will trigger it in right into Thomas, but stolen away nicely by Ella Westerby. To Schoonveld. Underneath to Steikstra, right-handed layup off the glass is good by Tiana Steikstra. She now has 6 all in the second half, and it's 33-30 with a minute to play in the third. Prinz top side. Flips it right wing to Skur. Woldheist to the top of the key to Prinz on the left wing. Drives toward the hole. Has her shot rejected by Steikstra, but corrals the loose ball. Drives left baseline. Dumps it to Knott in the lane. And Bree Knott drops home with 6-footer for her first bucket of the night.
Yeah, great patience there by Prinz, allowing the defense to draw in towards her, finding an open Knott.
30 seconds to go. A 5-point Sailor lead here in the third quarter. Left corner, Nyhoff, or Karsten rather, drives the lane, has it stolen by Bree Knott. A couple of good possessions for the junior forward. To an open Thomasma on the left wing. Couldn't hit the three, but follows her shot, grabs her own rebound, and lays it in.
Great second effort there by Thomasma. That one looked like it was going to go down, but again, the relentless effort made a difference.
Underneath, they go to Steikstra. Couldn't convert at the buzzer, and that's the way the third quarter ends. South Christian, Holland Christian, a good, entertaining third quarter. They'll go to the fourth. Sailors lead it 37-30 on Michigan Sports Radio and the Sailor Zone.
Owned and operated by the Niewick family for over 63 years, Paris Motors specializes in cars, vans, trucks, and SUVs priced between $5,000 and $20,000. A past recipient of Michigan's Quality Dealer of the Year, Paris Motors wants you to remember a true sailor is a model of perseverance and integrity in wins and losses, on and off the field. They encourage South Christian fans to share the light from the light that guides us in our daily lives.
Tonight's fourth quarter brought to you by Burgess Concrete, Hookwater Family Dentistry, Choice One, and the West Michigan Wellness Center. All proud sponsors of high school basketball on Michigan Sports Radio and the Sailor Zone. 37-30 as we start the fourth quarter. And Curt, if you're Kyle Phelps over on the Holland Christian bench, what do you do to get back in this? Kyle, you're back in the game. What do you do to get over the hump?
Yeah. You gotta continue to get hands out on those open shooters. But again, you got to take care of the basketball. They've done a good job slowing things down, entering the ball into the post, and manufacturing some high percentage buckets. But the turnovers, again, are starting to catch up with them. If you're South Christian here, continue to just use quality possessions, run the ball through Prinz, through Woldheist, and get opportunities when they come available.
Sailors with their second possession of the quarter. Sophie Prinz drives down the left side of the lane, drew contact, foul, gives South Christian the ball out of bounds. Sophia, the sophomore point guard, she's out there with another sophomore, Lizzie Woldheist. Quick inbounds pass to Lily Nitz. Her short baseline jumper is too strong, but Prinz grabbed the rebound. They cycle it out to Woldheist, an open three from the top. No, but Nitz is there for another offensive rebound.
Yeah, Nitt's working extremely hard on the offensive end, and you love it when your guards have the ability to come in and rebound. It shows their aggression, it shows their athleticism, their tenacity when the ball is up on the rim and on the board.
Sophia Prince triggers it in. Tipped away by Phelps, stolen by Phelps. She races down the right sideline, leaves it for Steikstra, gives it right back to Phelps. Three-pointer, no, but Steikstra grabs the boards. Good hustle by Tiana Steikstra. Back to Brooklyn Phelps between the circles. She'll set up the offense, use the Steikstra screen and roll. Steikstra right down the lane, has her shot blocked, grabs the rebound, and then as she dumped it outside to Nyhoff, or rather Karsten, she traveled. Minute 8 gone here in the fourth quarter, 37-30. Good third quarter. South Christian yielded 16 points in that stanza. Only scored 12 in the third. But seems to have been able to keep the Maroons at bay. Boonstra right point. Delivers it to Prince. She'll drive the right baseline. Turned away by Paige Phelps, but a little too handsy by Phelps. Whistle in the fourth team foul this quarter. So unlike the first three quarters, South Christian's got a chance to shoot some free throws here early on in this quarter.
And you see, Prince does a really, really good job of using her body when she's dribbling the ball, keeps it close to the ground, always in control, which helps her, gives her a strong advantage.
Low block entry pass to Nitz. Knocked out of her hands. It'll stay with the Sailors. Prince triggers it into Woldheist, top side. Left wing to Nitz. Idle long two, leaves for Woldheist. Long left wing three, and she drained it again. Lizzie Woldheist with her fifth three-pointer tonight, 17 for the sophomore. 40-30, the lead is back to double digits. Steikstra will fire from the top of the key, and that goes down. Just when you think the Maroons are in trouble, they find a way to get back in it. Timeout on the floor, 6 minutes even to go. South Christian by 7 on Michigan Sports Radio and the Sailor Zone.
What would you do with some extra time? Shop Fastlane today.
Since 1995, Midwest Sign Company has been supplying companies with high-quality signage. Located in Wayland, Michigan, Midwest Sign offers a variety of products. Interior and exterior signage, lead graphics, wraps, logo designs, and much more. For design installation, Midwest Sign's team has you covered. Get your company recognized.
Hookwater Family Dentistry, specializing in teeth whitening, dental implants, veneers, from routine cleanings and fillings to bruxism devices. Hookwater Family Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs. South Christian on the offensive attack here. Nitz in the lane, kicks it right corner to Woldheist. Long three, rims out. Maroons on the run. Steikstra one-on-one against Thomas Mudd, lays it in. Boy, she's really come to life here in the second half. Yep. Tiana Steikstra now with 11 points all in really the third quarter. 40-35, Maroons will not go away. Here's a three ball, good by Nitz. She eyed and lined up her second triple of the night. The lead is back to 8. Maroons find Smits inside and she's tied up by Boonstra. Jump ball goes to South Christian, but one of the officials saw a foul, and I think that particular official is going to win out here. It's going to go against Boonstra. She gives up some size underneath in that battle with Smits. Done pretty well.
Yeah, I thought Cammie was in great position there. It looks like they ended up giving the foul to Nitz on the reach over the top. Tough call.
5:20 to go. Maroons inbounded, down by 8. Smits drives the lane, turned away by Nitz. Right back to her on the pass from Paige Phelps. And this time there's a tie-up, and jump ball will go to South Christian. I really like the composition of South Christian's team. A lot of youth, but they have experience. As Nitz, left corner 3 ball goes through. That's her third 3. Just a barrage of triples tonight for South Christian.
Yeah, and it's hard to defend a team who is lethal like that on the edge. So many ways to beat you with the perimeter shooting.
Good drive to the hole by Phelps, but she couldn't finish. Lily Nitz, who's had a great second half, comes away with the carom. Sophia Prinz slows it up, flips it to Thomasma on the right wing. To Nitz along the right baseline, guns it left corner to Prinz, open 3, short. Battle for the rebound, pulled out of there by Lizzie Woldheis. To Thomasma left corner, that's good for 3. So many can knock it down. I mean, think about it. Every player out there except for Boonstra on the floor right now to that starting 5 is absolutely, as you said, lethal from downtown.
Yeah, Ashley's, we've been watching her do that over the last 4 years. She has the ability to do that. Cammie Boonstra, a really good shooter, just she hasn't had the opportunity to get them to fall tonight. But she does have the ability as well, so we'll see what happens down the stretch.
Triples have opened up the lead for South Christian. They lead by 14, make it 16. A beautiful feed from Prinz to a backdoor cutting Boonstra to lay it in. Now Thomasma stole the ball, bounces it to Prinz, sliding down the lane, and she gets fouled on the layup attempt.
So here's what happens. You have 3 to 4 shooters who have the ability to knock down shots from the outside, creates open lanes, driving lanes. You gotta love the hustle by Thomasma on the follow-up to get an extra possession. You can see the energy starting to build up for South. Love how they're congratulating and helping each other.
Curt, this was a 3-point game moments ago at 33-30. South Christian has rattled off an 18-5 run here to blow it open midway through the 4th quarter. It's 51-35.
Yeah, when you're a hot shooting team, you got to be able to continue to keep that streak alive. And if you're Holland Christian now, you got to start worrying about time being the enemy. Again, going down to the low post has been helpful to them, but they might have to start settling for some outside threes.
I was also saying about the composition of this team, obviously really good perimeter shooters. We've talked about that, but just the youth of 2 sophomores, a junior, and 2 seniors in the starting lineup. Love that groupings of the different players in their years.
Yeah, and there's leadership across the board, even from the younger players to the seniors. So that'll pay dividends as the season goes on.
Holland Christian back on the offensive attack. They throw it away. Phelps couldn't connect underneath. 29th turnover of the night for Holland Christian. As you said earlier, Curt, some of them on their own volition, but many of them forced as well. Nitz will drive the right elbow, leave for Prinz, and now I think Erica Brown says we're in no hurry. Up by 18.
Yeah, and when you get hot from the outside, you start to get more ball pressure. They try to take them things away, get a little too aggressive. Now with the free throw advantage, here's where it comes into play.
It's the 16th foul for Holland Christian this quarter, and that'll send South to the line on every foul.
And I'm guessing after Tuesday's outing, we probably spent a little more time and emphasis on Wednesday and Thursday with free throw shooting.
It has definitely gone better, although as we say that. Sophia bangs it off the flange. Rebound, though, comes to Woldheis. An extra possession for South. Nitz at the free throw line. Finds a cutting Prinz on the left block. Couldn't convert. Holland Christian comes away with it. They Lofted up to Dykstra. That pass is knocked away. Prinz comes away with the ball in the corner. Beats the triple team ahead to Nitz beyond the timeline. She has it poked away and into the arms of Nyhoff ahead to Dykstra, and she'll lay it in to break the string as South had rattled off a good run there. They lead now 54-37.
Yeah, Stykstra's been running the floor really, really well in this second half. The minute the ball goes up in the air, she's taken off to try to get some free points. South has done a good job of trailing and having hands in her face to deny some of those passes, but that looks like that's going to be something they're going to have to adjust as she goes to the bench.
She is replaced by Gabriella Rooks. Her first appearance tonight with 2:40 to go. Left wing, Lily Nitz, a long arcing three from 26.5 feet out. Lily Nitz with her fourth triple, and it's 57-37. On the other end, Lizzie Woltheis with another steal. The 31st turnover.
Hey, give it to her again. Why not?
Thomasma left wing. Leaves for Nitz. She'll drive down the lane. A runner. Too strong, but she got her own rebound. Couldn't hit the foul. Still battling. Saves it to Klingenberg. And she'll leave for Phelps to send it into the front court. Left wing Nyhoff drives the lane. Passes deflected into the hands of Prinz. 1-on-3. Nice pass across the lane to Woltheis. Shot blocked on a good defensive effort by Paige Phelps. Out of bounds to South Christian. And Erica Brown's going to empty the bench here with 1:45 to go. She will sit the starters down, up by 20. Terrific effort by the South Christian team here in the fourth quarter. It was 37-30 after 3. And the Sailors have just blown it open here in the final stanza. South Christian lineup has Macy Oatman along with Audrey Winkle, Annalise Vanderlaan, Kaylee Quist, Holland Christian with Klingenberg into the game. Evelyn Klingenberg. She's out there with Gabriella Rooks. Brianna Lamer now into the game. As we count down the final 90 seconds of this one, South Christian will move to 2-0. Holland Christian will fall to 1-1. Underneath, good defensive play by Quist. Our next coverage of South Christian girls basketball will be next Friday. Ought to be a terrific doubleheader. Unity Christian comes to South for their annual mid-December tussle. It's always been the last Friday before break, every year. For as long as I can remember, Unity Christian and South Christian have met at either team's gym about that time of the year.
Yeah, and that's a mark your calendar game for sure. You know that's on both teams' minds as they head into the Christmas break.
Inside of a minute. Macy Oatman saw a lot of action last year in a backup role. She's in there in the game. South Christian will commit their third foul. It's on Audrey Winkle. .40 seconds to go. Olivia Karsten into the front court for Holland Christian. She'll zing it out of bounds. 33rd turnover of the night. So their turnovers have almost equaled their points, and that along with the South Christian threes have really been the difference.
No question about it.
All the way to the hole is Gabby Burgess. We'll check the Annalise Vanderlaan. missed her shot, but on the follow, she'll go to the line. Stay with us between games. Take a break and wrap this one up with statistics for South Christian's win over Holland Christian tonight. Then send you to East Lansing. John Ross is standing by for the initial edition of This Week in High School Sports for the winter season. Enjoyed having John all around, and we may spend a few minutes talking with Curt Copeland, getting his reflections on the football season as we talk about the guys' game coming up. Good to spend some time with Curt on that. All kinds of goodies between games tonight, so don't go away. Final seconds counting down. South Christian up 58-37. Long three-point attempt, bounces out of bounds, and Sailors inbound it. That's the way this one should end, 58-37. Good win tonight for South Christian. They led wire to wire. Withstood a little flurry by the Maroons a couple of times during the game. Always had an answer, and usually it came in the form of really good defense or a three-point shot. That'll do it. 58-37 is the final. South Christian over Holland Christian. Stay with us. The Westhouse Home Improvement post-game show just ahead on Michigan Sports Radio and the Sailor Zone.
Looking for a great place to buy a used truck or car? Check out Extreme Truck and Auto Center, located at 1098 O'Malley Drive in Coopersville. They have a huge selection of trucks, cars, vans, and SUVs. Stop by their lot or give them a call at 616-384-3777. You can check out their inventory at xtacenter.com.
Michigan Hearing Experts sell and service several brands of hearing aids. Are you having trouble having a conversation or unable to hear the latest play of the game? We perform comprehensive hearing exams and use real ear measurements to ensure optimal functioning hearing aids for your unique needs. Our highly trained doctors of audiology are dedicated to helping you reconnect with your world. Visit MichiganHearingExperts.com to find a location near you and take the first step towards better hearing with Michigan Hearing Expert.
Cornerstone University.
The professors are very open to helping whenever they can.
Academic excellence, character-driven athletics, Christ-centered community involvement.
Cornerstone has been a great opportunity for me to grow as a leader, just being able to approach people and be warm and welcoming and hospitable.
Experience it for yourself. Attend a Golden Eagle Day at Cornerstone for a taste of campus life and the chance to meet faculty and staff. To arrange a visit for your high school junior or senior, go to cornerstone.edu. Cornerstone University. Build a life that matters.
The Grand Rapids Sports Hall of Fame celebrates the city's rich sports history by honoring prominent West Michigan athletes and those who have contributed greatly to sports on a local, state, or national level. A class is elected each year and then honored at an induction ceremony in the fall. They also prevent annual events in support of West Michigan athletics, and they raise funds to support local youth organizations and charities. Follow them on Facebook or check out the pictures and biographies of all 181 inductees at grshhof.com. The 76 Diner and Truck Stop would like to invite you and your families to come and check out their diner. With locations in both Byron Center and Coopersville, they're a great place to stop before or after the game. They have a wide variety of menu choices to feed all the kids. They serve breakfast hot all day, and they're able to accommodate all of your large group needs. Their full menu is available for takeout orders, and they have online ordering at 76truckstopdiner.com.
We welcome you inside the Westhouse Home Improvement postgame show after South Christian dispatches Holland Christian 58-37 in girls basketball tonight. Good solid win for the Sailors, led tonight by Lizzie Woltheis's 17 points, including 5 threes, 12 for Lily Nitz, 4 threes for her, 10 for Ashley Thomasma with a couple of triples, 10 for Sophia Prinz, 4 points for Cammie Boonstra, 2 for Bree Knott, and 1 for Gabby Burgess. For Holland Christian, 13 points from Tiana Steikstra, all in the second half. 7 for Tegan Schoenveld, 6 for Adeline Nyhoff, 3 for Olivia Karsten, 2 for Brooklyn Phelps, and 1 for Kiara Smith. Bob Sack back with you alongside Curt Copeland. And Curt, the big story tonight was ball security for Holland Christian.
Yeah, total turnovers for Holland Christian, 35. Tough to stay in a ball game no matter how well you're shooting. Unfortunately, 35% from the field for Holland Christian. Numbers were not terribly different on the Sailors' end. 18 turnovers, 34% shooting, but the difference was tonight the turnovers forced by Sailors' defense, and then the three-point shooting down the stretch really became a difference. Every time the game got a little close, got a little tight, it seems like South got a big stop on defense and then had the ability to knock down just a really, really big three, a timely three to kind of keep that gap where it's at. So if you're South, you feel pretty good about the fact that you were able to knock down some shots, a few more turnovers than you had in game one. But again, I think your defense kept you in the game, and the ability to knock down those big threes, timely threes, were a difference.
Our Westhouse home improvement tonight. Westhouse home improvement player of the game as selected by Curt Copeland.
Yeah, for me, it's got to go to Lizzie Woltheis. Pretty consistent throughout the game. Not only, obviously, she scored 17 points. It's a big, timely three-pointers, but was really, really good on defense as well. Kind of steered the ship. Obviously, Lily's threes were big. Soph did a great job of controlling the game, but Lizzie really, really clutch at times. And really, again, every time that gap got a little bit close, it seemed like a timely three or a timely offensive play really came into play, and it was started by Lizzie, so congratulations to her. She would be the player of the game.
Curt, closing thought. I've seen South Christian now twice. You have too. I like this team. I think this is a really well-balanced team. I think they've got a chance to have a terrific season.
No question. For me, I think they're only going to continue to get better and better and better with the youth that they've had and the experience they're gaining, winning some good games. Obviously, competition is going to ramp up as things go forward, but you really, really like where the team's at so far halfway through December. I think they're only going to continue to get better and better and better. And hopefully you're playing your best basketball in March, and Coach Brown will get them continue to be trending in that direction.
All right, that's the Westhouse Home Improvement post-game show. We'll step aside, and when we return, we'll take it East Lansing, where John Ross is standing by with This Week in High School Sports. That's all ahead on MichiganSportsRadio.com, the Sailor Zone, and the NFHS Network.
Looking for a great place to buy a used truck or car? Check out Extreme Truck and Auto Center, located at 1098 O'Malley Drive in Coopersville. They have a huge selection of trucks, cars, vans, and SUVs. Stop by their lot or give them a call at 616-384-3777. You can check out their inventory at xtacenter.com.
Are you looking for a new career? Aetna Supply is hiring. Aetna Supply is Michigan's #1 plumber wholesaler, servicing local customers for over 50 years. They offer great benefits, a 401k with company match, quarterly bonuses, and no Sundays. Once again, check them out at aetnasupply.com/careers or click on their logo on the Michigan Sports Radio homepage. Michigan Hearing Experts sell and service several brands of hearing aids. Are you having trouble having a conversation or unable to hear the latest play of the game? We perform comprehensive hearing exams and use real ear measurements to ensure optimal functioning hearing aids for your unique needs. Our highly trained doctors of audiology are dedicated to helping you reconnect with your world. Visit MichiganHearingExperts.com to find a location near you and take the first step towards better hearing with Michigan Hearing Experts. Michigan Sports Academies offers quality youth sports in Grand Rapids, Holland, and Muskegon. With a wide variety of programming, MSA has something for new athletes who are just starting out to experienced athletes looking to take their game to the next level. Year-round programming is offered in basketball, lacrosse, soccer, and volleyball. Your athlete will love the quality of instruction from experienced coaches and state-of-the-art facilities conveniently located in Grand Rapids and along the lakeshore. Check us out at MichiganSportsAcademies.com.
Looking for a great place to buy a used truck or car? Check out Extreme Truck and Auto Center, located at 1098 O'Malley Drive in Coopersville. They have a huge selection of trucks, cars, vans, and
If you're only going to make one basket in a championship game, make sure it's the game winner. And 2 schools win regional titles for the very first time. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. Rockford's Grace Lions had a team-high 23 points in a 65-42 win over Detroit Renaissance in the Division I girls basketball semifinals. So it was a bit of a surprise that in the championship game against West Bloomfield, she was held scoreless for the first 31 minutes and 20 seconds of action. But the three-pointer she hit with 40 seconds left was a big one. Trailing by 1, Rockford swung the ball around the Lions, who hit the game winner.
Anna Y pitch over to Alyssa. Spin move back up top to Anna. Grace Lions, three-point try in the way, and she drains it. What a great time for Grace Lions to hit a 3, and then a turnover for West Bloomfield as they push the action out of bounds.
That was Carolyn Binder of the MHSAA Championship Network with the call. Lions would hit 2 free throws with a second left, cementing the win. Rockford beat the defending champion Lakers of West Bloomfield 40-28 in the D1 Finals. In Division II, Lansing Catholic knocked off Frankenmuth 43-29 to win the title. Playing in front of the biggest crowd of championship day, the Cougars jumped out to an 11-0 lead and never looked back. Twin sisters Leah and Anna Richards led the way for Lansing Catholic, as Leah had 16 and Anna had 14. For more on both of these championship games, be sure to check out MHSAA.com. Game balls this week go to Jeremiah Palmer of Niles Brandywine. He scored 14 in a regional final win over Centerville. It's Brandywine's first ever basketball regional championship. Rochester Adams also won its first regional championship as Peter Cardesis scored 29 in a victory over Clarkston. And to Grand Blanc's R.J. Taylor, he scored 20 in a 59-58 overtime win over Mount Pleasant. Grand Blanc has played in the last 2 D1 title games and hopes to make it to the Breslin Center for a 3rd straight trip.
For high school seniors, the matchup of the year isn't on the field. It's actually online. That's right. When you fill out the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, you could also be eligible for thousands of dollars in additional money from the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Yep, nearly 80% of students who fill out the FAFSA may be eligible. Now that's a matchup we can all root for. Get started today at michigan.gov/achievement. The Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
When watching a college or NBA game, the last 2 minutes of the game can seem like it takes forever, especially in recent years where more and more judgment calls made by officials are subject to instant replay. At the high school level, video is not used to make a ruling or confirm or overturn a call made during the course of the contest. The only time video review is used in basketball at the high school level is at the MHSAA semifinal and final games. In these games, video review can be used only to determine if a shot was released in time at the end of the 4th quarter or overtime, or if that shot was a 2-point or 3-point field goal attempt. The MHSAA believes that this very limited use of replay in these games at the very end of the tournament series in boys and girls basketball is the right call.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, go to the MHSAA website now to register. Back to the Breslin Center and the MHSAA girls basketball finals. In Division III, Hemlock beat Blissfield 59-43 to win its first girls basketball title. Reagan Finkbeiner led Hemlock in scoring in the title game with 19, and she led them in their semifinal win over Hart with 24. Blissfield was playing in the title game 50 years after playing in the very first MHSAA Class C girls title game. And in Division IV, Glen Lake beat Baraga 60-43 in the championship game. Maddie Bradford had 28 for the Lakers. Ruby Hogan added 19. Glen Lake cruised to the finals by beating Adrian Lenawee Christian 49-31 in the semis. Baraga avenged last year's semifinal loss to Fowler by knocking off those same Eagles this year in the semifinals. Stats, stories, recaps, and more from a wild weekend at the Breslin Center are all at MHSAA.com. And that will do it for another season of This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. It's a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we will be back in August for the start of the 2023-24 school year.
Hearing experts sell and service several brands of hearing aids. Are you having trouble having a conversation or unable to hear the latest play of the game? We perform comprehensive hearing exams and use real ear measurements to ensure optimal functioning hearing aids for your unique needs. Our highly trained doctors of audiology are dedicated to helping you reconnect with your world. Visit MichiganHearingExperts.com to find a location near you and take the first step towards better hearing with Michigan Hearing Experts.
Welcome back to South Christian. Between games here after the South Christian girls prevailed 58-47. A solid win over the Holland Christian Maroons tonight. Erica Brown joins us for a few comments after the game, and congrats. Really a solid win. I love the way you answered the bell every time Holland Christian, who was very resilient, seemed to come back.
Yeah, they are tough. They're mentally strong, physically strong. And that was going in. We knew we were going to have to play solid defense, and try to control the tempo.
You forced 33 turnovers tonight. That was our unofficial stat. 33 turnovers, and a lot of those were forced. What did you see that you knew you could do defensively just to create so much havoc?
Well, we took a lot of our game time, or our practice time, and we really focused on that help side. We talked about it has to be team. It can't be just one-on-one. And I think the girls took that to heart, and no matter where the ball moved, I think we moved so well together, and that caused some turnovers.
Erica, the three-point shooting has been really good the first week of the season. How much did you know that was going to be the key, and how much do you worry about too much stock into a perimeter shooting?
It's a love, but it's a scare at the same time, because if it's not going, it can be rough. But going in, no, I knew we had some shooters, but we also have to have that game that allows the inside to out too, and that's what we work on.
I really like this team after two games, and one of the keys clearly is the point guard.
Yeah,
Sophia Prince is just so improved over last year. Physically just looks stronger, but the court sense is there as well. What do you like best about her jump from freshman to sophomore year?
I think her confidence. I think just knowing who she is as a point guard now. You know, freshman seasons are hard, especially, freshmen on varsity seasons are hard. And she got through it, and I think this year she comes back with just a new confidence about herself and the way she carries herself on the floor, and she just leads. She leads the team. She goes, we go.
Well, congratulations. Great win.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the weekend, and we'll see you back next Friday. We've got you next Friday with the Unity Christian game.
Great. Thank you.
Erica Brown taking the Sailors to 2-0 after a 58-37 win over the Holland Christian Maroons. We'll take a break, and when we return, get you set up for the boys' game coming up on Michigan Sports Radio and the Sailor Zone.
Cornerstone University.
The professors are very open to helping whenever they can.
Academic excellence, character-driven athletics, Christ-centered community involvement.
Cornerstone has been a great opportunity for me to grow as a leader, just being able to approach people and be warm and welcoming and hospitable.
Experience it for yourself. Attend a Golden Eagle Day at Cornerstone for a taste of campus life and the chance to meet faculty and staff. To arrange a visit for your high school junior or senior, go to cornerstone.edu. Cornerstone University. Build a life that matters.
It's a beautiful time of year, but for many, it is also the beginning of allergy season. which means lots of sneezing, itchy watery eyes, runny nose, constant drainage, or ear pressure. These are all allergy symptoms we regularly treat. Don't let your allergy stop you from enjoying what you love to do outdoors. We have several ear, nose, throat, and allergy specialists ready to see you. Find us online at MichiganENTallergy.com. We look forward to helping you enjoy the outdoors.
What would you do with some extra time? Shop Fastlane today.
Somebody once said life moves pretty fast, and that's exactly how we like it. Want to build something? Great. Start businesses, build bridges, raise a whole city. Future in fighting crime? Want to save lives? Do it all here. But you've got to go forward fast. Because today is now, and tomorrow is soon. And to get ahead of the game, you got to get ahead of your time. This is your future, so take it and move all of us forward.
Welcome back to South Christian High School, getting ready for the boys' game tonight. And Curt Copeland, a lot of excitement over what should be a really good battle between these two longtime rivals.
Yeah, we want to see the progression from game 1 to game 2 from South. Now that they've got the game experience under, I guess, a really, really good Grand Rapids Christian team.
No doubt.
You can't take anything away from that. But they battled, they hung through, they played with great energy and effort. Vermas is going to be on the floor a lot more tonight than I imagined he was Tuesday. Davis Kemper with an unbelievable game on Tuesday. Great minutes from him. I expect him to do some good things. We'll see who else. Obviously, Carson's going to be Carson and do his thing. We'll see what we do on the defensive end to try to bottle up a pretty good Holland Christian basketball team.
Jake's points per minute the other night were pretty good, though. 16 points in about, 11 minutes of play. He was on pace for a 50-point game the other night had he played the whole game, but foul trouble, of course, kept him on the bench. Sailors come into this game against a Holland Christian team that's 2-1. Wins over West Ottawa and impressively over Calvin Christian. You heard Taylor Johnson say at halftime of the girls' game, just a solid win over Calvin Christian and a loss to Covenant Christian. We'll take a break, and when we return, have tonight's tip-off.
Somebody once said life moves pretty fast, and that's exactly how we like it. Want to build something? Great. Start businesses, build bridges, raise a whole city. Future in fighting crime? Want to save lives? Do it all here. But you've got to go forward fast. Because today is now, and tomorrow is soon. And to get ahead of the game, you got to get ahead of your time. This is your future, so take it and move all of us forward.
Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Beist Electric. Here at Beist Electric, they understand winning isn't easy. Winning takes hard work. Winning takes practice. And most importantly, winning takes a team. Beist designed your team. Raise the standard with Beist Electric. Starting lineups for Holland Christian. Big fella up front, number 2, Luke Mishmerheisen. He's 6'7" senior. Caleb Karsten is a guard, a senior. Point guard is a senior Michael Haig, number 4. Also in the backcourt is number 13, Henry Langgens. And up front is Jake Holcomb, a sophomore. For South Christian, they'll start at a guard spot. The senior, Jake Vermas. At a forward, the senior Tanner Rock, number 10. The All-Stater junior Carson Viss, 6'4", forward, starts up front. Also up front, Sam Weiss, the 6'2", senior. And the man in the middle, 6'6", junior, Davis Kemper. Curt Kemper with 9 points the other night, really did a nice job filling that scoring void while Vermas was out. But there's no doubt Jake Vermas be a key to the offensive attack tonight.
Yeah, you want him to play with great pace. You want him to play with control, with confidence. But you also want him to be who he is, which is really, really aggressive and pushing the ball and finding open guys and finishing around the rim. So we'll see how things play out.
We're ready to go. Underway here from South Christian. Maroons control the tip. Henry Langjeans, number 13. Now leaves for Mishmerheisen, and he drives, has his shot altered on a contested effort by Kemper. Viss quickly back the other way in the lane, pumps, goes up over the defender with the right hand and drops it through. Carson Viss opens the scoring with a 10-foot jumper in the paint.
Yeah, if you can get Carson going early and get him comfortable, could be a very, very good night for South.
Michael Haig, who had 15 against Calvin Christian, he's the point guard, operates that offense. Mishmerheisen had 18 against Calvin Christian. He's been their lead scorer. The 6'7" senior wears number 2. He draws Tanner Rock defensively. Left wing, they go to Henry Langjeans. Langjeans, left side to Caleb Karsten. Finds an open 3 for Haig on the right side. No go, and the rebound hauled down by Rock. Ahead to Kemper. Left wing Vermas eyes the 3, kicks it right corner to a left-handed Carson Viss for an open 3. And Viss has the game's first 5 points.
Yeah, good early, a drive from Jake, pulling the defense in, finding the open lethal shooter in Carson Viss.
Mishmerheisen between the circles. Left wing to Langjeans. Back to Mishmerheisen at the low left block. Spins on Rock, up and under. Muscles his way. Couldn't get it to go. Vermas knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay with South Christian. Langjeans had 17 as well against Calvin Christian. So this team has a number of players who can score. They had 6 threes in the first half of that game against Calvin. Haig drives. Bounce pass to Mishmerheisen in the right corner. Knocked away by Viss into the hands of Rock. Good defense by Carson Viss. Vermas into the front court, drives the lane, scoop shot, no. Rock battles for the rebounds, out of bounds. Off the hands of Jake Vermas. 5:48 to go, 5-0.
Yeah, Carson is always going to find a way on the offensive end to be a factor. He's going to score. But his hands on defense are so impressive. He makes different game-changing plays on the defensive end.
Sailors trapped nicely. Loose ball comes to Kemper. He guns it ahead to Viss, who lays it in for the bunny, and Carson Viss has 7 points. Holland Christian has nothing so far. Haig into the front court. Long left wing three off the front of the iron. Vermas skies for the rebound ahead to Viss. Uses the rock screen, step back triple from the left point. And off the back of the iron, comes down to Haig. Ahead to Langdons, and he drew the foul. Check that the fifth starter was not Jake Holcomb, it's Grant Vanderzee, the 6'6 junior. Grant Vanderzee, arguably the best defensive player on this Holland Christian team. Haig triggers in to Caleb Karsten, tied up by Vermas and Viss. Knocked out of bounds off Carson Viss's hands.
Yeah, you really like the defensive intensity for South so far. Active hands, moving their feet, great body position.
Vanderzee, right point, watched by Kemper. To Langdons, he tries to shake Kemper on the switch, does, but Kemper retreated nicely and blocked that shot. They'll say they got him with the body, and a free throw attempt for Henry Langdons.
Yeah, Kemper, obviously the big man in the middle, but underrated is his athleticism and his ability to guard guys out on the perimeter. Just got beat just a little bit there, looked like he had a clean block, but got called for the foul.
Langdons, a 5'10 junior. Knocks down the first free throw and gives the Maroons their first point. It's a team with a lot of size, Curt. Mishmerheisen at 6'8", 6'7". Grant Vanderzee, 6'7". Karsten, 6'4". So they've got some height to match up against this long South Christian team. Langdons hits them both. And it's 7-2 with 4:30 to go here in the first quarter. Vermas hounded by Langdons. Free throw line to Rock. Leaves for Viss. Fakes, drives, right-handed layup off the glass. Good.
Viss with that just slight hesitation move, and he's such a good shooter. You have to be able to respect that. Great second step to get to the rack.
Carson has come out on fire with all 9 South Christian points to open this game. Haig. Left side to Mishmerheisen. Down low to Vanderzee. He retreats against Kemper and then drives and draws the foul.
2 early fouls on Kemper here halfway through the first quarter.
Caleb Clune and Wyatt Saul both into the game for South, as is Ike Skrotenborough. So it's Clune, Skrotenborough, Wall, Vermas, and Viss. Michael Haig at the point, checked by Vermas. Sailors have really controlled Luke Mishmerheisen so far, no points. Haig gets a step on Vermas, but Jake's able to poke it away out of bounds. And they say it went off last touch by Langdons.
3 early turnovers so far for Holland Christian. Look for South Christian to continue to take care of the ball and make some plays offensively.
Vermas beats the pressure by Langdons and then drew the contact. Second team foul on Holland Christian. Boy, Carson Viss has come out on fire, all 9 points for South. He had a slow start on Tuesday, only finished with 10, 5 in each half, but give credit to Christian High. Nate Johnson did an outstanding job defending Carson Viss.
Yep, Carson's
Vermas finds Wyatt Saul down low on the slip screen, kicks it out to Clune, left wing, jumper 3 is too strong, but Viss hauls down the rebound, whip pass to Clune underneath, swatted away by Mishmerheisen. To Haig into the front court for Holland Christian. Tries to shake Clune, can't do it. And Clune knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, I really think the defensive energy that South is bringing right now is really giving Holland Christian some fits.
Holland Christian with Caden Van Heis into the game. He's a junior, number 5. Mishmerheisen yet to get his shot off. Ike Scrotenborough draws that assignment now. Haig drives on Jake Vermaas. Kicks it left corner to Langdons. He's got a step on Saul. Can't finish though, but right there for the tip in is Grant Vanderzee.
Yeah, good defense by Saul, just a little bit better offense by Vanderzee.
This got his feet tangled up. Lost it on the way up out of bounds. And with 2:34 to go, it's 9-4 Sailors.
Good pace within the game so far. We'll see how that continues to progress.
Curt, if you're Taylor Johnson, are you concerned nobody's scored except for Carson Viss right now?
Yeah, Jake Vermaas, no shots attempts yet, but he has been aggressive. The game will come to him.
Maroons break the press. Van Heijs had the layup. He couldn't get it, and then Langdons missed the follow. Nice pass down low to Ike Scrotenborough. He turns and hooks it in for his first bucket of the season.
Yep, good defensive play on this end by Scrotenborough leads to a nice soft touch finish on the offensive end.
Ike saw action in 7 games last year, called up from the junior varsity. He's on the board for the 23-24 season. Michael Haig with a long three from the top of the key. No, Plume grabs the rebound. Skips it ahead to Vermaas. He probes the lane, turned it over. He lost control of Haig. 11-4 Sailors. 90 seconds to go in the first quarter. Langdon's right corner fakes on Plume, drives, gets help from Scrotenborough. Came over nicely to alter the shot, out of bounds off the hands of Vanderzee.
Yeah, Caleb Plume, underrated from a defensive standpoint. He works extremely hard, did a great job moving his feet there, forcing a tough shot.
11-4, Carson Viss has 9. Ike Scrotenborough has the Sailors' other bucket. 2 apiece for Holland Christian's Langdons and Vanderzee. Carson Viss sits down. Sam Weiss spells him for the final minute or so of this first quarter. Vermaas front court now to Weiss. Plume circles back, finds Vermaas, right wing for a triple. Off the mark. And Holland Christian into the front court, trailing by 7. Pass down low, intended for Ryder Gravenhoff. Out of his reach, out of bounds. Tyler Brinks checks into the game.
4 turnovers so far in the first quarter for Holland Christian, 11% shooting from the field. So the Sailor defense is doing its job tonight.
Ike Scrotenborough sits down. Brinks in for him. South Christian going to the bench here with 3 of 5 players as reserves. Vermaas, good take to the hole, couldn't get it to fall. Brinks missed the follow-up. Rebound pinball out to Vermaas. He circles to Weiss, now back to Vermaas, finds a lane on the baseline. Pump fake, lays it in.
Jake seems to be playing under control with good pace so far here in the first quarter, finding an easy bucket.
First basket for Vermaas. Last shot time for Holland Christian, down by 9. South Christian's defense has been really good here in the first quarter. Haig, nothing doing. Gives it to Mishmerheisen with a check that Caleb Carson with a long 3. That's no good. In the first quarter ends, South Christian on top 13-4. Impressive defensive effort by the Sailors propelled them to this first quarter lead. Back on the other side for the second quarter on Michigan Sports Radio and the Sailor Zone.
Have the right insurance agent handling all your insurance needs is one of the most secure feelings you can have. Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Pete Quacklar of the Quacklar Insurance Agency will be there for you to bring you peace of mind and to help you and your family through the toughest times of your life. As one of his insureds, you will receive fast, fair, honest, and personal treatment. Please contact Agent Pete Quacklar from the South Christian High School's class of 1988, 616-583-8300, or find him on southchristiansports.com. The Quacklar Insurance Agency celebrating 29 years of service with Farm Bureau Insurance.
Good crowd on hand tonight. The student section in their usual active form. Bob Sack up perched high atop the hardwood here with Curt Copeland, Tim Chenoweth alongside with our full stats tonight. Glad to have you with us on this Friday night after the first quarter. Second quarter brought to you by Boulder Plumbing, Sturt Cleaning, Burgess Surveying, and Holst Heating and Cooling on the Sailor Zone. Sailors up 13-4. This returns to the lineup along with Rock. They'll join Wyatt Saul and Sam Weiss and Vermas in the South Christian lineup. Start the second quarter with Jake Vermas, top of the side, tries to shake. Haig does, gets a step on him, then covered nicely by Caleb Karsten. Nonetheless, Jake's able to elevate and then drop it off the glass for his second bucket. It's 15-4. Haig left side to Karsten, down low to Mishmerheisen. Jump hook, no. Boy, Tanner Rock really doing a great job defensively on the big center for the Maroons. Vermas gets a step left side, takes Langes to the hole, drew the foul. And it's just good to see Jake in the ball game here. Curt, after only playing 10 minutes the other night due to foul trouble, he's gone the distance, well rested here on this Friday night.
Yeah, no question. He knows, the mistakes that he made on Tuesday and is really looking forward to having an opportunity to play well for his team tonight.
Story of the game so far, I think, is the defensive effort by the Sailors, particularly down low. Tanner Rock and Davis Kemper doing a super job on Luke Mishmerheisen, the leading scorer for Holland Christian. He's got one shot and no points.
Yeah, Tanner didn't get a lot of experience in terms of minutes last year as a junior, but having a tremendous football season is really kind of just giving him that experience to make big plays here tonight.
The press forces another turnover as Sam Weiss intercepts the entry pass. Sailors up by 12. And Jake Vermas will slow the tempo down here with 1 minute gone in the second quarter. Shakes on Langens, gets a step, left-handed layup, scoop is good. Boy, he's got that quick first step, doesn't he?
Yeah, and when he's aggressive like that, he's hard to defend one-on-one. If you don't get any help, he can get to the rim very easily.
18-4. Mishmerheisen double teamed, and Weiss took it away. On the break ahead to Carson Viss, one-on-one with Haig, and he lays it in off the glass with the right hand. And a timeout by Brad Hansen. No answer for the Sailor defense so far in the first half. It's 20-4 on Michigan Sports Radio and the Sailor Zone.
For 85 years, Sobie Company has been a premier commercial construction contractor specializing in everything from walls and ceilings to floors and insulation. We have been part of almost every large commercial construction project in West Michigan, including the newly constructed South Christian High School, Byron Center Christian renovations, and 2 expansion projects at Dutton Christian. Our skilled and talented craftsmen can make any interior dream you have on a construction project a reality. Go Sailors!
Curt Copeland, I was thinking back to last March, the state finals against Ferndale. Carson Viss out with the injury. Jake Vermas having so much weight put on him. The job he did handling the ball, the ability to create space. Boy, we're seeing it tonight again. This time he's creating space and finding creases to the basket.
Yeah, he's making great decisions. If you're Holland Christian, you can't really leave any of these wing players alone, so you have to stick on them, which gives Jake an opportunity to get to the rim, and he's a finisher, and you love to see that.
The story, though, along with that, has been the Sailor defense, and they strike again as Vermas intercepts the pass, misses the layup. Viss is there for the slam on the follow. How about that?
Yeah, that's beautiful, beautiful basketball. Great hustle by Carson to go ahead and finish that play.
22-4, Sailors on top.
The defense has been the difference. 7 turnovers for Holland Christian. Still not shooting the ball particularly well because every shot is contested. Sam Weiss making some big plays on the defensive end. Obviously, everybody else is contributing as well.
Quick inbounds pass for the Maroons. The missed shot by Josh Bruxford in the game. The rebound by Vanderzee is put back up and in, and he will have a chance for a three-point play. Second foul tonight on Caleb Plume. So Viss with 13 here in the first half. Vermas has 7. 20 of the 22 from the big two. And I don't really think that Taylor Johnson cares about the fact that the big two are scoring. He wants to get them going after a tough night Tuesday. He'll take 20 to the 22 from Jake and Carson.
Yeah, no question. And other people are going to continue to find creases and find opportunities to score. But you got to love it when your top two are doing it.
South breaks the press, and then Vermas zips it right underneath to Kemper, who missed the bunny, couldn't hit the follow either. And Mishmerheisen comes away with a rebound. Ahead to Haig. Maroons run. Find an open Haig for topside three. Rims out. Vanderzee tips it to Langdons. Drives the lane, kicks right side for a three from Brexford. That's tipped around, and Mishmerheisen again is able to corral the rebound and draw the foul on Sam Weiss. Good effort by Holland Christian, both on the run out and on the offensive glass.
Yeah, obviously Holland Christian not shooting it as well as they have so far early on in the season. But I do think part of the factor is the pressure, the hands in the face, the ability to have contested shots for South is making a difference.
5:15 to go here in the second quarter. 22-6. Open three from the right wing. That one was uncontested by Haig, but he's too strong. Kemper comes away with the rebound. Head to Vermas on the run to Weiss, streaking down the right side. Overshot the layup, and Mishmerheisen rebounds for Holland Christian. Quickly back the other way. Brexford tied up again, and a jump ball with Viss. Again, this is a Holland Christian team that dominated West Ottawa. Just dismantled Calvin Christian. Lost a tough one to Covenant Christian after falling behind 18-6 in the first quarter. But they have just been rattled tonight by South Christian. Mishmerheisen, his first bucket on the game. He got an alley down the right side, laid it in.
Yeah, good, strong take by Mishmerheisen. Imagine that's going to be something they're going to try to continue to do when they have the ball on offense.
Sailors break the press nicely. Working the left side is Nolan Fackler. Drew the foul as he elevated for the layup. I really liked his minutes on Tuesday, Curt, coming off the bench. Really unproven as a JV player last year, but thought he played good defense and took care of the basketball against a high-pressure Christian defense.
Yeah, Nolan's a really, really good athlete, high-level soccer player, not afraid of a big moment. Big minutes from him on Tuesday. He's only going to continue to get better as the season progresses.
Fackler sinks the first free throw. With 4.5 to go, South Christian up by 15. They won this game last year in Holland at the Civic Center. Trounced the Maroons 75-34. On their way to a similar outing here with this blitzkrieg of a first half. Taylor Johnson really worried about Mishmerheisen and Vanderzee, but so far South Christian's interior players have had an answer. Haig drives, left side kicks to Brexford. No, rebound tapped out of bounds. Off the hands of Charlie DeHaan, getting his first action.
Yeah, really, really exciting for me to see Charlie in the game after battling through over 12 months of injuries with that knee. This is a cool moment for him.
Langdons dribbles down the lane, drew the contact. It's the fourth team foul. Will go against DeHaan. Younger brother of Jake.
Yes, yep. Just a phenomenal kid, has been dealt with some adversity from an injury standpoint. So really, really, really good to see him out there.
Michael Haig running the point to Henry Langdons. He too has not been able to get untracked. Just 2 free throws. Here's a steal. Viss steps in front of the pass and coast to coast lays it in. Carson Viss with 15 first half points, doubled up the Holland Christian numbers.
And his hands are so good on that defensive end. such a problem with his length and his ability to cut off lanes.
3.5 to go. Hag watched by DeHaan. Topside Mishmerheisen. They swing it around to the left corner to Bruxvort. Sailor switch has Kemper on Bruxvort. Langens just nothing there. Great gap defense by South Christian. Mishmerheisen finds a lane. Thought he got hacked on the way up. Shot was off to the right. South Christian away with the rebound. Vermas into the lane. To Viss outside. To DeHaan. Back to Viss. Fakes the drive and now resets with Jake Vermas. He knifes down the lane. Kicks it left corner to DeHaan. Three-pointer on the way. Short. Good effort by DeHaan to drive, and he was held. Or is it on DeHaan? Whistle on the rebound. I thought it was on Holland Christian for a minute.
I mean, from our perspective up here, obviously we're a little bit further away than them, but I thought it was a really good hustle play by DeHaan.
He looked like he was held as he scrambled for that loose ball. Curt, give us an update on DeHaan's brother, Jake, his year at Toledo as a preferred walk-on for the Rockets on a very successful Rockets season.
Yes, so Jake is, from our conversations, has really enjoyed his time there at Toledo. It's just kind of taken the role of diving in, learning the college game, exactly how things will go. He's soaking it all up. Cerebral kid. Obviously, he's a competitor, wants to play, but he knows why he's there and what he's doing, and really enjoying his experience at Toledo so far.
Mostly on the scout team then, I would assume, this year?
Yep, and just trying to learn from the older guys. Obviously, DeQuan Finn had a really good year, entering the transfer portal now, but yeah, just trying to learn as much as he can.
Free throws split by the Maroons, 26-9. Weiss trapped in the corner. Bounces it nicely to Wyatt Saul. Taylor Johnson saw the trap, called the timeout. Keep it right here and keep talking a little football.
Yeah, all
Jake
right.
DeHaan with a good season, learning of the Toledo Rockets lost. They lost in the MAC championship game. A bit of an upset to Miami of Ohio. And Chuck Martin, the former GVSU coach, pulls off the win there.
Yeah, I mean, when Chuck has always been a really good coach and has always gotten the best out of his players. And when you watch that game and see how it kind of played out and it developed, kudos to Miami of Ohio for finding a way to secure the MAC title.
Up at Ferris State, Cam Post.
Yeah, so Cam Post and Sawyer Tenhalf up at Ferris State having great experiences. Cam battling some injuries, had to have a little surgery early in the fall, but it's really loving his experience there. Sawyer getting some minutes, making a couple tackles. So, yeah, our guys are having a really good experience out.
And then Caleb Dykema, the last one. Right?
Yeah, learning experience there at Saginaw Valley, but absolutely loving his time.
Back on the hardwood, an up and under by Ike Scrotenborough. Wouldn't go, but a good hustle play by Wyatt Saul, although he's going to get called for the personal foul. And that'll traipse Holland Christian back to the other end for a couple of free throws. These courtesy of Henry Langens. 9 points for the Maroons, 26-9 with 2.5 to go.
Yeah, you could tell they're trying to get Mishmerheisen going a little bit, getting to the lane, trying to get to the bucket, but the contested shots are so difficult because of South's length.
It's so reminiscent of games last year where the South Christian defense suffocates not only the opponent's offense, but their will. You just see it happening every evening. And so free throws don't go down, fouls are committed, as Langens misses a pair. It's just a way of just boa constricting the opponent from the South Christian defense.
Yeah, and then it leads to just instant offense for South.
On the other end, Viss finds Scrotenborough cutting, couldn't hit the left-handed hook, grabs his own rebound, and then slices his way to the rim for the lay-in.
Yeah, tenacity and effort there on the offensive end from Ike.
Big body, he'll be called upon throughout the year to spell Davis.
Competitor, works extremely hard in the offseason. Good to see good things happening.
Put on a lot of size. Offensive tight end, tackle, come on, right? Get him off the tennis court.
He's an all-conference tennis player. If we wanted to play football, we take him, but we want him to be happy doing what he's doing.
Another turnover for Holland Christian with 1:44 to go, 28-9.
Gotta love Wyatt Saul's game too. Really good high-level soccer player, just a grinder, effort guy, making a difference tonight.
Vermas uses the Scrotenborough screen, reverses his court, now spins it right side to Viss. Jump fake, and a pump fake, and then knocks down the 15-footer along the baseline. Carson with 17, and it's 30-9. Maroons back to work, top side, Henry Langens. Watched by Fackler. Kicks it right side to Caleb Karsten. Runner in the lane with the left hand, just won't go. Maroons need a few shots to fall. They just can't get them. Viss eyes the three, now spins in the lane. Oh, what a shot. Changed hands in the air from left to right. Cupped it under with the right hand, and it fell through.
I'm going to be honest with you. I thought he was dead in the water. I thought he was going to get stuck, but I should have known better. That's what Carson does.
32-9. Langens trapped in the lane by Fackler. Rescued by Haig between the circles. Trying to find space, can't do it. Now they kick it left corner to Langens. Good hard drive, couldn't finish. Boy, that South Christian interior help side there all night long. Whistle and a foul. Nope, out of bounds. It will stay with Holland Christian.
Got to be frustrating to play against that, because anytime you potentially have a crease or an open window or an open look, there's just bodies in your face and hands in your face moving around.
25 seconds to go here in the second quarter. 32-9 Sailors. Calling card for South Christian last year was their defense, and you can see it just starting to germinate again here even as early as game 2. Michael Haig, here's the crowd, and knocks down the three. Good shot by Haig. That's his first point of the game, and that's the way the first half will end. 32-12, South Christian rolling here in the first half over Holland Christian. First half comes to a close. Stay tuned. The Sobie Company halftime show coming up on Michigan Sports Radio. And the Sailor Zone, and then the NFHS. We'll have a chance to share a visit we had with Carson Viss a week or so ago, reflect on the football season, and look ahead to this basketball season. That's coming up on the Sobie Halftime Show.
Looking for a great place to buy a used truck or car? Check out Extreme Truck and Auto Center, located at 1098 O'Malley Drive in Coopersville. They have a huge selection of trucks, cars, vans, and SUVs. Stop by their lot or give them a call at 616-384-3777. You can check out their inventory at xtacenter.com.
Are you looking for a new career? Aetna Supply is hiring. Aetna Supply is Michigan's #1 plumber wholesaler, servicing local customers for over 50 years. They offer great benefits, a 401k with company match, quarterly bonuses, and no Sundays. Once again, check them out at aetnasupply.com/careers or click on their logo on the Michigan Sports Radio homepage. Michigan Hearing Experts sell and service several brands of hearing aids. Are you having trouble having a conversation or unable to hear the latest play of the game? We perform comprehensive hearing exams and use real ear measurements to ensure optimal functioning hearing aids for your unique needs. Our highly trained doctors of audiology are dedicated to helping you reconnect with your world. Visit MichiganHearingExperts.com to find a location near you and take the first step towards better hearing with Michigan Hearing Experts. Michigan Sports Academies offers quality youth sports in Grand Rapids, Holland, and Muskegon. With a wide variety of programming, MSA has something for new athletes who are just starting out to experienced athletes looking to take their game to the next level. Year-round programming is offered in basketball, lacrosse, soccer, and volleyball. Your athlete will love the quality of instruction from experienced coaches and state-of-the-art facilities conveniently located in Grand Rapids and along the lakeshore. Check us out at MichiganSportsAcademies.com.
First, I want to go back to Carson Fisk, the junior quarterback for South Christian. Congratulations, Carson, on just a fabulous football season. And I got to ask you, let's go back to last summer. You recover from the wrist injury. You come back, you battle for the starting quarterback job, you win it. You go on to have just a remarkable season in terms of numbers and stats and so forth. How did the football season play out compared to what you thought it might look like back in the summer when you won the starting quarterback job?
Obviously, you're thinking every scenario possible, how far can we go, how far can we not go, and, there's a lot of ups and downs, but, I love playing with these guys, and, I know what they can do, and I know how hard they worked in the summer, so, I trusted them and had a lot of confidence in them, and it just kind of helped me.
Your dual threat offense this year was, again, record-breaking, really, including the big game of the state championship. Did you come into the season thinking you were going to run as much as you were going to pass? Did you know that from the offense, or did the balance surprise you?
Obviously we like to run our quarterback a lot in that offense. You saw Jake Nahan run a lot last year. So, I was kind of expecting it a little bit. Obviously not as much, but, that's kind of just how it plays out. And, we go down. Our running backs, like almost back-to-back weeks, Charlie Spear goes out. So then obviously I have to step up in the run game, and then Jackson Hake obviously goes out in that district final game, so I just had to step up even more after that, and so that's just kind of how it played out.
And you did. State championship game, what a run to get to the Ford Field final. How have you processed the last play in your mind over these last few days?
It definitely sucks, but that's just how God wanted it to happen, and that was his plan. But obviously we all wish we could have another play, but we did all we could. I'm proud that we fought back and came together and found a way to even come back in the game.
Yeah, tremendous effort. All right, so we turn our attention to basketball. Last year, 14-0 in football. You have a touchdown number of about 15, 16 receptions. Then you turn right into the basketball season. Quick turnaround. What did you learn from last year's turnaround from football to basketball that you sort of applied to this season, now that we're here for the new basketball season already?
Probably the biggest factor going from football to basketball is conditioning. So I think the guys this year that were on the football team coming to basketball knew that. So we kind of applied that a little bit more, like up in the weight room. We'd ride the bikes a lot more or go on the treadmill if we had to. But obviously we still do our workouts and during football season for basketball, and we still work out in the mornings. But the biggest thing is definitely conditioning and just getting back into the routine of running up and down.
Last year, great season, just the disappointing injury at the end, and for you, the wrist injuries. Go into the state semifinals and finals, prevail in the semis. How much of a motivator for Carson Fisk is it to get back to Breslin Center and be on the floor?
It's definitely a lot, since we obviously lost and then go back in football this year and lose too. So it's just and more fuel to our fire, not just for me, but for also a lot more of our teammates. We want to make it back. We want to continue our streak of getting there, but we also want to start a new streak of winning it.
How many guys can say they played for 4 state championships over the course of 2 years in their high school career? New team this year, though. 3 new starters. You'll lose Brinks, Maidendorp, and DeHaan. How long does it take, in your estimation, to mesh with this new starting crew?
People might think a lot, but I think we're already meshing really good, because last year most of these guys were up on varsity for the whole season, but some of them did the 5th quarter rule, or they would come and practice with us. So it's just we kind of have that bond already, and coaches make sure we love on each other a lot, so it's just an extra thing right there.
So everybody who watches Carson Fisk play football and basketball all wants to know the question: which sport do you like better? Are you ready to commit a tie or a statement or an answer at this point, or not quite yet?
Obviously I love both of them. Basketball might have the edge, but you never know how my future will play out. It's all into God's hands, but I love playing both of them, and I love playing with the guys, and I love both of the coaches. It's hard to choose for sure.
That's great. Well, fantastic watching you over these 2 years. Can't wait for this basketball season here to develop and make another run to Breslin. And it's a front-loaded schedule. Some great games in the first month or so. Really accelerates the need. Where's your estimation of how quick this team can come along?
Obviously we want to win as many games as we can and play at our best for as long as we can, but we're more worried about how we're going to play in March, you know, compared to these next few weeks. I mean, we're still going out there to win and play hard, but I think our tough schedule right now is just preparing us for that postseason that we're going to have. Because, I mean, once you get to playoffs and everybody's good, I mean, everybody makes it in basketball, but you still got to be prepared.
All right, Carson, can't wait. Should be a great year. Thanks for joining us, and good luck tonight. Thank you. Carson Viss on the Sailor Spotlight, presented tonight by Westhouse Home Improvement.
For 85 years, Sobie Company has been a premier commercial construction contractor specializing in everything from walls and ceilings to floors and insulation. We have been part of almost every large commercial construction project in West Michigan, including the newly constructed South Christian High School, Byron Center Christian renovations, and 2 expansion projects at Dutton Christian. Our skilled and talented craftsmen can make any interior dream you have on a construction project a reality. Go Sailors!
Welcome back to South Christian High School halftime here as we conclude the Sobie Company halftime show. Sailors on top, 32-12 at the break. Scoring led by Carson Viss, 17 points. Jake Vermas has 7, 4 for Frank Strotenborg and 2 for Nolan Fackler. Just one Maroon player with a couple field goals. That's Grant Vanderzee. Team stats, Curt, they reflect the score.
Yeah, South Christian shooting 49% to Holland Christian's 18, so the suffocating defense is having a factor there. Only 2 turnovers for South, which is really, really evident of the score because they're taking care of the ball. 9 turnovers by Holland Christian. 20 total rebounds for South, 9 for Holland Christian. So every phase of the game, South is imposing their will. But I really, really think it's all stemming from the energy and effort on the defensive level.
It was 12-4 at the end of the first quarter, and the Sailors just poured it on in that second quarter. They will get the ball to start the third stanza. Jake Vermas using the Davis-Kemper screen. Gets to the lane, now kicks it back out to Kemper, who finds Weiss and zips it over to Viss at the top of the key to reset the offense. Viss dribbling on the right side against Vanderzee. Flings it to Kemper, who drives the baseline and lays it in. How about that? The mobility by Davis-Kemper. That's just his first basket after 9 points on Tuesday. He looked good on that take.
Yeah, he's so athletic and so long. Nice, smooth little finish.
Langens is short on a right wing 3 ball, but Mishmer Heisman chases down the rebound. Leaves it for Haig between the circles. Right side, a 3 ball in and out for Caleb Karsten. South controls the boards. Vermas on the run. DeVis on the left wing. Right back to Vermas underneath the basket. Pump fake. Couldn't get it to go, but Tanner Rock is right there for the tip. And then he's on the scoreboard. It's 36-12.
Yeah, you just love it when guys are in the right spot at the right time, and Tanner cleaning up a board and putting it back.
We talked to Taylor Johnson in the pregame, and I don't think he expected this. I mean, he's playing the coach speak. You do that well too, right? Just heavily cautious about the quality of the opponent. But I don't know that he expected 36-12 in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think he knows what his team is capable of. But in the second game of the season, you just don't know if you'll get there. Now, Holland Christian may be an off-shooting night, but I think a lot of it has to do with how South is affecting that game.
Mishmerheisen with an up and under on Rock, but right there to help is Carson Viss. And the ball swatted away. Vermas controls ahead to Kemper in the right wing to a cutting Tanner Rock down the lane. Pump fake, couldn't finish. And Vanderzee controls the glass.
Still love the aggression, still love pushing the ball, trying to get it towards the basket.
Langton's right wing three, short again. This clears the boards. 4-on-5 fast break as they wait for Weiss. To Kemper in the left corner. He'll gun a long two. No, they call it a three. That's a quick, smooth release.
Yeah,
Davis Kemper with his 5th point.
When you can generate offense from not Jake or Cart, it's going to be very dangerous. And if you're one of those role players, you're going to be left open at times. And so when you can knock those shots down, it's just going to lead to more and more offense.
Karsten drives the lane, drew the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2. Curt, I never want to get into too much comparison from one year to the next, because that's the beauty of high school sports. It changes from year to year. The kids change and the lineups change. Sam Maidendorf was a really good inside force last year defensively. Davis Kemper looks like he could provide that this year. The little difference is Kemper can step out and knock down a 3.
Yeah, and again, yeah, like you said, you don't want to compare. Jake DeHaan obviously on the floor last year, Nate Brinks, those guys were making plays on the offensive end, so Dorp really wasn't asked to do a lot of those things, but he shined in his role. Davis is just going to be a little bit different this year. Obviously, Tanner Rock playing a huge defense down low, but that's what you get.
Kemper again with a 3, this one from the right corner pocket. He's got 8 all in the 3rd quarter here. 42-13. I tell you, I love his release. And then the way he put it on the floor on the first drive, this 6'6" forward looks pretty good.
Yeah, and his confidence continues to build, and it makes a big difference.
Scrotenborough will check in for Rock. That's a big lineup in there when you go with Scrotenborough, Kemper, and Viss on the front line.
Kemper comes from a pretty athletic bloodline, so comes natural to him, I think.
Yeah, a little background on that. Triathlete uncle or dad?
Dad. World champion.
All right.
And then mom, All-American United States national team for volleyball. So they know how to play. They know to do what they do.
Working hard at the other end is Caleb Karsten. That's his first bucket and the first points of the second half for Holland Christian as he banks it off the board. Sailors break the press. Kemper right side to Viss. Oh, nice drive and dish to Scrotenborough, but he missed the bunny left-handed scoop. Maroons ahead to Haig. Haig will pull up with a left point 3. Left it short. Followed by Karsten is short. But Holland Christian controls the rebound and will reset with Caden Van Heist now in the game. Back to Karsten, driving left-hander wouldn't go. Got his own rebound and followed it in. Sailors will take a 30-second timeout, and we'll keep it right here. I chatted at halftime with Carson Viss about football. I wanted to spend a few minutes with you as well, and on the air, congratulate you on a great season. You as one of the offensive masterminds, just put together a prolific football offense this year. What was the most gratifying thing for you as you watched that offense just constantly destroy opposing defenses all year long?
Well, I just finished our postseason breakdown and you run the analysis and the numbers and you watch all the games, all the clips. I just love, and it's the same thing every year. You love to see kids grow within their role and see them develop, and they get better from week 1 to week 8 to week 14. And so just really watching them understand what we were trying to accomplish from a game plan standpoint and just execute at a high level. We got some really awesome kids who really care about each other, and it was just a blast to be a part of.
Holland Christian press forces a South Christian turnover, but the Maroons can't convert as Caden Van Heist is called for traveling. We'll come back to a little more of that football talk with Curt Copeland, the assistant coach of the state finalist Sailors. On the hardwood, Jake Vermas drives to the hole. Good bounce dish to Ike Scrotenborough, who went in for the flush. and he was pushed as he did. He'll go to the line for 2.
See, and that's 2 out of the last 3 plays where both Jake and Carson with the ability to get to the rim and be unselfish and find a cutting or an open player on offense. So you really love to see the unselfishness of the 2 leaders of your team.
Ike goes to the line and get the first. So, Curt, I have never had the chance, unfortunately, to see our colleague Todd Scrotenborough, who's the assistant coach for South Christian, and also as his son Ike misses the second free throw. I've never had a chance to see any video of him playing basketball. He was a stellar performer here at South Christian, went on to Central Michigan. Curious if you have any idea what the style of his game was. I'm sure listeners out there can remember him, but have you ever seen any tape?
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of Todd, some of it in college when he was at CMU. They had a big upset of a Big Ten team at one point, and so seeing some of that footage was fun. If you know Todd, he's a steady character. He's always be willing to help people. He serves as the tech director here at South Christian. And so the only problem is sometimes you only talk to Todd when you have a problem. So sometimes that's unfortunate, but Todd does a great job of just serving this community. He understands what Christian education is all about. The Scrotenborough family has just been unbelievably consistent throughout the years. And we're really, really lucky to have Todd at South, not only working here as a teacher and as tech director, but also as a coach molding young men.
He has been a big part of our football broadcasts all year. We got a discussion on the floor. Not sure what's happening, but we'll figure it out, and it gives us a chance to commend him a little more. He's been a great contributor to our football broadcast from a technical standpoint. I love what he's doing with the kids. The audio-visual program at South is developing under his leadership. And if you had a chance to watch any of the football broadcasts this year, the recordings of them, got kids involved in a halftime show and just really doing a great job getting kids interested in what we do up here in the broadcast booth.
And for me and my family, selfishly, it's really good because Mrs. Copeland loves to sit at home and watch the Sailor Zone, and with young kids and dealing with all those things on Friday nights and away games, and so. Again, it's encompassing the entire community, getting people involved. Obviously, the athletic piece of it is something that's important. But as you see and as you're around this community more and more, the teachers, the staff are incredibly supportive of what we do. Obviously, you make a couple runs to Ford Field. The band gets involved. The cheerleaders get involved. It's just a special place to be. You get highlighted in some of those unique opportunities when you make deep runs into the Breslin Center and Ford Field. So really, really lucky to have these opportunities.
What's happening on the floor is a malfunction. I think it's with the red light that is behind the basket.
During gameplay, the clock was still running, but the light on the backboard went off. So our industrial arts teacher, Josh Klomp, was sitting at the scorer's table, ran into his room, got a ladder, climbed up there and unplugged it. So Johnny on the spot. If you know Josh Klomp, that's what he does too. He rolls his sleeves up to help out in the community. So thank you, Mr. Klomp.
Takes a village.
It certainly does.
Back to the action. Sailors find Scrotenborough, who we've been talking about, underneath on a great feed from Viss. He lays it in for a 7th point. Good production off the bench tonight from the junior, Ike Scrotenborough, 6'6" junior.
Yeah, good finish by him, but also Carson, great pass, great vision, seeing that open seal.
44-20 with under 3 to go here in the third quarter. Michael Haig, who's been bottled up all night long, just 1 3-pointer, finds Karsten underneath, missed the shot, but it was Grant Vanderzee there to tip it in. Back the other way, Viss will fire from 3 on the right wing. Too strong, long rebound comes to Haig. Head to Vanderzee. I think Brad Hansen just wants to put together a couple of stops to get his team realizing that they need stops and scores and try to inch their way back into this game. Good fake and a drive. Good shot by Luke Bushhouse, number 0, into the lineup. 2:09 to go. It'll be Holland Christian ball. Third quarter brought to you by Boulder Plumbing, Sturt Cleaning Center, Burgess Surveying, and by Holst Heating and Cooling. Proud sponsors of high school basketball on Michigan Sports Radio and the Sailor Zone. Don't forget, here's a steal. Beautiful play by Sam Weiss. He and Viss combined for the takeaway, and Sam goes the distance with his first bucket. Good to see him on the score column.
Yeah, good opportunity for Sam. Good defense leading to good offense.
Mishmerheisen with a fake and a take. Drove the lane and some contact. Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Holland Christian. Don't forget, tomorrow night, South Christian back in action. We'll be there to cover it. Calvin University tomorrow night. Jim Timmer, the athletic director at Calvin, will join me for live coverage on Michigan Sports Radio only of the South Christian and Rockford game. Should be a great matchup. The Rams, a perennial power in the OK Red, part of a day-long extravaganza of high school basketball tomorrow at Calvin University. Grand Rapids Christian plays right before, and then Catholic Central plays after.
It's going to be a really exciting, fun day of high school sports basketball at a place like Calvin University. It's going to be special for all those communities.
Of course, last time we were there to do a game was the quarterfinal last year between Unity Christian and South Christian. Part of that Sailor run to the Breslin Center saw South really handle Unity that night before an electric atmosphere, full house at Calvin. There's a steal by Weiss to Davis Kemper on the run. Leaves it for Caleb Plume. He'll catch and shoot from the right wing off the front of the rim. Back the other way quickly is Holland Christian. Van Heist, number 5, into the game. To Karstens. Bottled up in the lane, so leaves it for Haig, who drives the left side. Off the glass, no, but drew contact, and he'll go to the line. The nightcap, Catholic Central. Be a good chance to see them. I believe is it Northview, I think they meet tomorrow night.
Yeah, the Catholic Central obviously looks a little bit different than they have the last couple years. But still a solid nucleus. Obviously one of the best players in the state of Michigan, and Brooks. So yeah, it'll be kind of fun to see another highly contested matchup with top teams in the area.
And then next Friday, we're right back here for that classic mid-December doubleheader between South Christian and Unity Christian. Their time 5:55 next Friday night. Haig got them both. (46-24), 60 seconds to go. Vermas has his pocket picked by Haig. Fast break run out to Langgens. Good help by Davis Kemper. Comes back for the block. Denies Holland Christian of a fast break bucket.
Yeah, great recovery there by Kemper, just getting a hand up, deflecting that shot.
Draws a good little chant from that student section below us. Another block, this again by Kemper, and again on Karsten. Quick fast break, beautiful switching hands by Vermas, but he just couldn't get it to drop. And then a whistle and a foul on Sam Weiss.
Yeah, I love the energy that Sam's playing with on defense today. Just sometimes as an offensive player, you sit around and wait for things to come to you, but sometimes you got to manufacture it on defense. He's doing a great job.
Weiss, a wide receiver on that high-powered offense, designed by Zach Blackhoyer and Curt Copeland. Virtually unstoppable all season long. Who was the toughest defense you faced this year?
You know, to be honest with you, obviously Catholic Central is always going to give you fits because they're so well coached, they're so solid. You know, Portland was really, really good in terms of what they were trying to do scheme-wise to take some stuff away from us. Forest Hills Eastern, you play them 2 times, right? So then they start doing some different things that they're not accustomed to doing. So obviously Harper Woods was really, really good. They were really, really fast, and they gave us fits. But yeah, our guys just did a tremendous job of making adjustments, so the adjustments that we wanted to do on the fly. There's a certain level of trust that happens when you got guys like that. And so we were really, really fortunate to have some really high-level players, smart kids who were able to adjust on the fly and understand what we were trying to accomplish.
Not that it would have made a difference in the outcome, but the semifinal game with Portland, Raiders were down their top player, got hurt the week before in the regional final on the last play of the game against Niles. How much of a difference would he have made in that semifinal?
They did a good job on us defensively, and so he obviously would have helped them. But I think he was really missed for them on offense. The offense kind of ran through him a little bit. They had to do some things that they weren't used to doing. But yeah, obviously a big factor in the game.
After a couple of Mishmerheisen free throws, Tanner Rock misfires on a triple. Vermas crashes the boards and will get called for a foul. Boy, Jake's been aggressive on the offensive boards tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's always has been. It's kind of been a staple of South Christian basketball is having those guards who can rebound. And that's just Jake's mentality, right? See ball, get ball, no matter what sport he's playing. So I'm not super shocked by that.
Mishmerheisen back to the stripe. Just his 5th point. And a testament to the interior defense for South Christian to hold the 6'8 senior to only 1 field goal tonight and 3 free throws. Second one is missed. Vermas controls the boards, but then bounces it out of bounds, intended for Brinks. Speaking of Brinks, boy, his return to action after the upper body injury at Ottawa Hills really spurred that defense in a playoff run, didn't it?
Yeah, he was just starting to come around before he got hurt, so it was really good for him, for us, and for him to get some of that quality experience. Made a huge difference.
Sailors with another steal. Vermas into the front court on a pick and roll, dumps it down low to the aforementioned Brinks. With seconds winding down at the end of the third quarter, and that's the way the third quarter will end. It was 32-12 at halftime. South Christian, Holland Christian, fairly even third quarter, 46-27. The tally as we head to the fourth on Michigan Sports Radio and the Sailor Zone.
Sporting You, we know the quality and service our customers are looking for, and we make sure we deliver. Whether it's uniforms, embroidered or screen printed apparel, promotional products, or company web store, Sporting You has an experienced team, phenomenal suppliers, and in-house production to make it all happen seamlessly. You think it, we ink it. Our team is here to help your team stand out. Find out more at sportingu.com. That's sporting and the letter U.com.
The Grand Rapids Sports Hall of Fame celebrates the city's rich sports history by honoring prominent West Michigan athletes and those who have contributed greatly to sports on a local, state, or national level. A class is elected each year and then honored at an induction ceremony in the fall. They also prevent annual events in support of West Michigan athletics, and they raise funds to support local youth organizations and charities. Follow them on Facebook or check out the pictures and biographies of all 181 inductees at grshof.com.
We start the fourth quarter on Michigan Sports Radio in the Sailor Zone. Glad to have you with us. 46-27. It's been all South Christian. And they go to the fourth, looking to salt this one away. On the offensive end, Jake Vermas. Top side to Davis Kemper. Sam Weiss on the right side drives the lane. Good move by Sam. Couldn't finish. Kemper and Mishmerheisen battle for the rebound, and Holland Christian comes away with it. Karsten, right wing to Bruxfort, now down low to Mishmerheisen, and he'll work on Rock. Good defense by Tanner Rock, but Mishmerheisen muscles it up and in for his 7th point.
Yeah, and you can tell he is an offensive force there. That big body, has good footwork. It was pretty good defense.
Here's Karsten's picking off the Kemper pass to the hole. Good left-handed take by Caleb Karsten. Athletically switching hands, and that might be, Curt, the first time Holland Christian's put together 2 baskets in a row.
Yeah, and you can see they can be explosive. They are very athletic. They can be a dangerous team if some of those shots are going to fall.
We'll take a quick break. 46-31 Sailors.
Cornerstone University.
The professors are very open to helping whenever they can.
Academic excellence, character-driven athletics, Christ-centered community involvement.
Cornerstone has been a great opportunity for me to grow as a leader, just being able to approach people and be warm and welcoming and hospitable.
Experience it for yourself. Attend a Golden Eagle Day at Cornerstone for a taste of campus life and the chance to meet faculty and staff. To arrange a visit for your high school junior or senior, go to cornerstone.edu. Cornerstone University. Build a life that matters.
What would you do with some extra time? Shop Fastlane today.
Back to the action, South Christian on offense. Weiss couldn't hit the jumper, but Vermas there for the foul. Just the first field goal of the second half for Jake. Good timeout by Taylor Johnson. Results in a basket and a defensive stop.
Yeah, great job by Kemper there, being in the right spot at the right time, finding Vermas for the easy bucket.
Jake stops and pulls up, and a rare bad misfire for the senior guard. Kind of wipes his hands on his shorts, figuring that.
I think you would like to have that one back.
Yeah. Against a 1-2-2 press. Maroons break it, but there's Viss with a good hand check on Mishmerheisen. Knocks it away into the hands of Vermas. Long lead pass to Carson. Dribbles towards the left elbow. Pulls up with a 15-footer off the mark. Maroons control. Langton's open for a left corner three. In and out. Boy, he's had a tough night. Just 1-0 field goals for Henry Langton's after solid games earlier in the week. Inside of 6 to go. Vermas again gets to the hole and again lays it in. Boy, that first step is so quick.
Yeah, speed and control is the name of Jake's game.
Open three from Karsten. No, and Vanderzee battles Weiss for the rebound and gets called for the foul. Only the second foul this quarter on the Maroons.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Johnson here, you want to see your guys take good possessions, get good shots, continue to progress in the offense.
Boy, you love the early season schedule, though, South has, huh? I mean, tonight's certainly we thought would be a test, and tomorrow night against Rockford, as Vermas is open for the right wing three, and he cans it.
Yeah, and
Hudsonville.
If you're Coach Johnson, you want your kids to have these experiences, right? Not only because it's great for high school basketball, but for the progression of how your season goes. You want to play the really, really good teams.
Haig missed the left point three, but right there to follow was Grant Vanderzee. Tips it in, and quick timeout for Brad Jansen. 5:10 to go. South Christian by 20. Back at South Christian, Bob Sack alongside Curt Copeland, Tip Chenoweth with our statisticians. And Sailors rolling here tonight. Girls won the first game. 58-37. And the guys on their way to a victory here. Now, Caleb Bloom left open for a right wing three. No. Called down by Pushhouse. Here's a steal by Viss into the front court. Works the right side of the lane and lays it off the glass.
Carson's so good at being in control and finishing around the rim. It's almost automatic when he gets that close.
That's just his first basket here in the second half. But, you know, we talked about this a little bit in the first half as the turnaround jumper is missed by Mishmerheisen. Maroons control the board, get a look at an open three for Van Heist. That wouldn't go. And Kemper's there, quickly ahead to Ploon out of the right corner. That's long, but Vermas with another offensive rebound. Kicks out to Kemper. He'll try from three. The left point. Karam's off the iron. Quickly ahead is Langdons, coast to coast, lays it in. Talk about Viss only 2 in the second half, but you got to like other guys scoring.
Yep.
We talked about that a little bit in the first half. That I'm sure Taylor loves to have the big 2 score, but nothing wrong with, as you said, getting others involved. And one guy who's really done that is Ike Skotor as he posts nicely down low and banks it off the glass. That's his 9th point.
Yeah, it looks like South is an answer for everything that Holland Christian is trying to do, and that's paying dividends.
Maroons back to work on offense. Van Heist drives the lane, knocked out of bounds by Kemper.
Kemper doing a good job of protecting the basket today. You can be a little more aggressive, jump out on those shooters when you have somebody protecting the rim. We saw Maidendorf do that for years. Connor Dykema, right? He was always there to help you out. So it's good to see Davis fill in those shoes.
Connor Dykema getting a lot of minutes at Cornerstone. Really the first big off the bench, and getting his 15 to 20 a game. Just good athletes on the interior that are physical and jump, and makes a coach really set to play some good defensive schemes.
Right. If you understand the game and you understand spacing and where you're supposed to be, you can come up with some pretty big plays.
3:20 to play, 57-45. Sailors in command here, as they have been all night long. Langdons again to the hole. Oh, check that. Caleb Karsten to the hole, blocked away, got his own rebound. Gunned it out to Holcomb. His 3 ball is long. Sailors quickly into the front court. Skip pass from Vermas to Ploon, right back to Jake in the left corner, and he drains the 3. His second triple. Vermas was 17. That's what he had the other night.
It's a quick release right there, too, just to have an opening and finish the shot.
Boy, I tell you what, Holland Christian, for all Taylor Johnson was worried about their perimeter shooting, they have really struggled from, in fact, Curt, they have 1 3-point shot here in this game, and it's gone in.
Yeah, I think that's a combination of the defense contesting those shots, but then there's going to be some nights too in high school basketball where the shots just aren't going to fall. But I think most of the credit has to go to the defensive game plan and the execution of that on the Sailors defense.
Hey, you got to get on Vermas a little bit after the game. He had 17 the other night in 10 minutes. He's got 17 tonight, and he's played probably 24, 25 minutes tonight. So just ask him, where's the productivity, man?
I'll be sure to question his basketball skills. He's a fun kid, fun to be around.
He really is.
Just lucky to have kids like that in our school.
Just love his swagger, and you know, he is he'll go down. No matter what happens this basketball season, he will truly go down as another in the long line of great dual sport athletes at South Christian High School.
No question.
Sailors back on the offensive end. Caleb Ploon in the ballgame. Nolan Fackler, nice drive. Left-hander switches hands to the right, lays it off the glass. I like this kid. He's come off the bench for some good minutes this week.
Yeah, understanding his role and playing it really, really well.
2 minutes to play. Maroons pick up a steal, and Caleb Karsten lays it in for the bucket. Came up a little gimpy, so he'll take a seat. Ike Schrotenborough sits down after a solid set of minutes in both halves tonight. 9 points. Third leading scorer. Ty Brinks, number 5, into the basketball game. South Christian also with Ike Qantas getting his first appearance, the 6'2 junior. Wyatt Saul on the floor with Qantas. Fackler picks up the loose ball. Pinballs out to the Maroons' Jake Holcomb. All the way to the hole and gets it to go. Fackler got him on the way up. The foul will send Jake Holcomb to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, great to see Ike Qantas in the game and a really, really good junior season as a soccer player. All conference, all region, really, really tremendous skill and ability on the soccer field and continuing to translate here in basketball. So good to see him get some minutes.
You know, it's interesting. About half the team played soccer, right? Half the team played football. I talked to Taylor the week before the opener, and he said, you know, what did you learn from the football run in 22 that helps you as they find Briggs on a nice slipping screen and slip there, bucket for Ty Brinks. What'd you learn from that 22 run that you can apply to the 23 transition from football to basketball? And he says, I learned there's a difference between football legs and basketball legs.
No doubt.
Charlie DeHaan, reverse layup. Wouldn't go. Holcomb back the other way. Good strong drive. Short arm would go, and Qantas grabs the rebound and is fouled.
Everybody's favorite multi-sport athlete, Drew Broomsman.
The kicker.
The soccer player, kicker. Probably led our special teams in tackles throughout the season.
And there he goes with a steal. Number 1, Drew Broomsman. Coast to coast, and has it knocked out of bounds. Yeah, my favorite play during the football season was watching him make a tackle on a kickoff, and I'm thinking, you're the only kicker that's left. You can't get hurt.
We ran through quite a few of them. What a joy to coach, though. You know, a kid comes over after an awesome soccer season, jumps in football, playing defense and scout team and practice. Obviously, kicking did a great job. Fun kid to have around.
Well, he's diving on the floor, scrapping for steals.
That's what you get with him. He gives you every ounce of ability he has. That's really, really fun.
Final 23 seconds. Stay tuned. After the game, we'll have the Beist Electric post-game show. Curt Copeland will pick our sailor of the game. We'll have the final stats for you. And look ahead to tomorrow night's game and broadcast against the Rockford Rams. 10 seconds to go. South Christian, a couple of missed free throws away from holding an opponent under 40 points. Remember they had that streak last year, Curt, where I'd have to look at the score stats, but multiple games holding opponents at 40 or less.
Yeah, and you looked at last year's team, right? The ability of a guy like Nate Brinks, a role player, to just guard the ball and apply pressure. DeHaan was incredibly fast, quick hands. Viss, Vermas, Dorp. That was a special group, and you see little flashes of that in this group. They're going to continue to get better throughout the year.
So that's the way it'll end. 64-40. South Christian, wire to wire, rolls over Holland Christian in this annual battle between these two longtime rivals. Stay tuned. The post-game show is coming up, presented by Beist Electric. Moments away on Michigan Sports Radio, the Sailor Zone, and the NFHS Network.
Looking for a great place to buy a used truck or car? Check out Extreme Truck and Auto Center, located at 1098 O'Malley Drive in Coopersville. They have a huge selection of trucks, cars, vans, and SUVs. Stop by their lot or give them a call at 616-384-5555. 3777. You can check out their inventory at xtacenter.com.
Are you looking for a new career? Aetna Supply is hiring. Aetna Supply is Michigan's #1 plumber wholesaler, servicing local customers for over 50 years. They offer great benefits, a 401k with company match, quarterly bonuses, and no Sundays. Once again, check them out at aetnasupply.com/careers or click on their logo on the Michigan Sports Radio homepage. Michigan Hearing Experts sell and service several brands of hearing aids. Are you having trouble having a conversation or unable to hear the latest play of the game? We perform comprehensive hearing exams and use real ear measurements to ensure optimal functioning hearing aids for your unique needs. Our highly trained doctors of audiology are dedicated to helping you reconnect with your world. Visit MichiganHearingExperts.com to find a location near you and take the first step towards better hearing with Michigan Hearing Experts. Michigan Sports Academies offers quality youth sports in Grand Rapids, Holland, and Muskegon. With a wide variety of programming, MSA has something for new athletes who are just starting out to experienced athletes looking to take their game to the next level. Year-round programming is offered in basketball, lacrosse, soccer, and volleyball. Your athlete will love the quality of instruction from experienced coaches and state-of-the-art facilities conveniently located in Grand Rapids and along the lakeshore. Check us out at MichiganSportsAcademies.com.
Somebody once said life moves pretty fast, and that's exactly how we like it. Want to build something? Great. Start businesses, build bridges, raise a whole city. Future in fighting crime? Want to save lives? Do it all here. But you've got to go forward fast. Because today is now, and tomorrow is soon. And to get ahead of the game, you got to get ahead of your time. This is your future, so take it, and move all of us forward.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
For over 85 years, Sobie Company has been a premier commercial construction contractor specializing in everything from walls and ceilings to floors and insulation. We have been part of almost every large commercial construction project in West Michigan, including the newly constructed South Christian High School, Byron Center Christian renovations, and 2 expansion projects at Dutton Christian. Our skilled and talented craftsmen can make any interior dream you have on a construction project a reality. Go Sailors!
Welcome inside the Beist Electric post-game show on this balmy Friday night. Grand Rapids at South Christian High School, where tonight the Sailors romped over Holland Christian 64-40. Won the girls' game earlier tonight, 58-37, so a good doubleheader sweep for South Christian tonight. Final scoring totals in this boys' game for Holland Christian. They were led with 8 apiece from Caleb Karsten and Grant Vanderzee, 7 from Luke Mishmerheisen, a bucket apiece for Jake Holcomb. 3 points for Jake Holcomb, 2 for Henry Langgens. South Christian tonight paced again by Carson Viss with 19, Jake Vermaas with 17. Good help from the big fellas inside. Ike Scrotenborough chipped in with 9. Davis Kemper had 8. 2 apiece for Sam Weiss, Tanner Rock, and Ty Brinks, and 4 for Nolan Fackler. Curt, an impressive performance tonight by South Christian, particularly on the defensive end, and it's really reflected in the statistics.
Yeah, no doubt the numbers tell the story here. Holland Christian came in shooting at a high clip, and were scoring really, really well against some tough teams in the area. South held them to 25% field goal percentage, forced 18 total turnovers, out-rebounded Holland Christian by more than 10. So the defense was obviously a factor, a huge factor in shutting down their offense. And then obviously we have the ability to score, not only from Viss and Vermas, but some other guys did an awesome job of stepping up and making some big plays on the offensive end. So really a complete game now here in Game 2, and that's something that they can continue to build on as the season progresses.
You look at the guys for Holland Christian that came into this game with some pretty solid numbers offensively. Mishmerheisen and Langgens and Haig all knocking down 15 to 20 points a game in their early contest this year, and they flat out were just shut down tonight by a stifling South Christian defense. Your Beist Electric player of the game tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Carson Viss, obviously leading the team on the offensive end with 19 points. Only 2 in the second half, but he had some really, really unselfish plays on the offensive end that led to good buckets in the second half. His defense is underrated. He's got active hands. Poke checks the ball that turns into, just easy buckets on the other end, affects passing lanes, always seem to be in position. So a complete game, not just on the scoring end for Carson, but distributing the ball and playing really, really good defense and setting the tone. So my player of the game for tonight would be Carson Viss.
Yeah, let's not underestimate those early points. I think so often in high school sports, if you can jump on somebody quick, particularly if they're the underdog, it is so difficult for an underdog team to bounce back. And Viss came out on fire. He had the first 9 points of the game, outscored Holland Christian in the first half. It was 32-12 at the break. He had 15. So 17. So a great effort by Carson Viss tonight. All right, that'll do it. Tomorrow we're right back with you. Airtime right around 6 o'clock. There's a slate of games at Calvin University tomorrow, so the start time for South Christian is supposed to be at 6, but you know how those things go. They seem to take a little bit longer, so we'll be on the air sometime around 6 o'clock. Just check Michigan Sports Radio for that. I'll be alongside Jim Timmer, the athletics director at Calvin University, for the broadcast. So that'll do it tonight for our executive producer, Brock Conkle, also our technical advisor, Todd Scrotenboer, our statistician, Tim Chenoweth, and, of course, always a blast to work with Curt Copeland. This is Bob Sachs saying so long, everybody. Once again, the final scores tonight. On the guys' side, South Christian over Holland Christian, 64-40. And earlier tonight, on the girls' side, it was South Christian 58, Holland Christian 37. So long, everybody.